will be. It's time for 4v4 mayhem, where two teams fight to slam that ball into the goal. And where it all comes home in just 4 minutes. Actually, you'll nail it in 3. So get ready to play, to win the match and win the crowd. And prepare for impact, because change is most definitely inbound. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your time. That was an outrageous move. Be the first to play now. Sign up for the free alpha at playbreakaway.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gamescom Wednesday. Everybody, welcome to Wednesday at Gamescom, where we're going to have a show match between UCI and NRG with a prize totaling close to $2,000. I am DM Brandon, and I am joined by Vicky Kitty.
What's up, everybody? We have to show you some fantastic gameplay of Breakaway, Amazon Studios' newest game to show. And Brandon, what do you think about this game so far? What have you seen within this weekend that has just started for us? How is it playing out for you?
Well, there's been a lot of balance changes to the game. So if you've played it recently, it feels brand new. There's been a shield added to relic holders. There's been increased movement speed on attackers, making the game a lot more aggressive. We're also going to be showcasing a new map, the Dread Shore, and a new character, Chiome.
Chiome. Speaking of Chiome, Brandon, I know you love that character very dearly. The new assassin character within Breakaway, and she brings a very interesting twist to the game, as the only assassin character so far within Breakaway before Chiome was Jara.
Right. Well, I mean, you could also argue for Argus.
Argus, yeah.
He's a bruiser in my eyes. She's very assassin-style gameplay, very traditional from, other MOBAs, other, genres entirely. She feels super clean, multiple dashes, air dives. It's just, I love her. And I'm hoping that one of the players is going to play it, but she's a new character, which means they haven't really had a ton of time with her, and they are playing for a pretty substantial prize. The winning team each will receive a NVIDIA 1080 GTX.
Oh, so it's not just pride on the line here, but there's actually something to win out of this. So these players are going to be giving it their all, and they're in it to win it.
So if you're fans of Breakaway and you've been watching over, the Throwdown Thursdays, previous tournaments, the game is going to look somewhat unfamiliar to you today. Not only are we showcasing a map, and we haven't had a new map in quite some time, but we're showcasing the new relic changes. There's you have to pick up the ball now with a button. It's no longer just walk over. You can't just be passed to. Everything has to say like, hey, pass to me, or hey, I'm going to pick this up. There's a relic shield that will continuously regenerate as the ball hits the ground. Otherwise, it's just about killing. I feel this is the most kill-heavy meta that Breakaway has had yet, which speaks to me on a personal level.
Especially with your history in games as well, but something about the shield specific, something that's been added new to the game. If your team doesn't have a shield, surrounding yourself whenever you're carrying the relic, you actually, when you get hit, not only drop the relic, but you spin out of control, so it takes a little bit more time to recover out of that.
And you take double damage.
Exactly. So it's very crucial, because what happens, Brandon, when you are eliminated from the battlefield in that very moment?
Right. When you die in this game, the respawn will start stacking. On your second death, it increases. Third death, fourth death, insists farther and farther and farther until 5 deaths is almost 40 seconds downtime. And remember, 3 ways to win in Breakaway. 1, bring the relic to the enemy's relay, score it normally. 2, territory wins. When the timer runs out, if you can push it to the enemy side of the map, you'll take the win. Otherwise, wipe them off the board at the same time, and you'll score. First team to get 3 rounds will take a game, and first team to get 4 games in this best of 7 will take the set.
All right, so with that being said, now that you guys understand how to win in Breakaway without necessarily breaking away from your team. Why don't we introduce the players that are going to be coming up today?
So our first player, and it looks like we're going to start off with UCI, it's going to be Lock Tran. There he is. Give us a wave, Lock. There we go. Lock Tran going to start off. He's more of a shooter player, so we're going to see characters like Rollins, characters like Kyra, and I think we're going to start today with him with Rollins.
Second, we have Frostalicious. Come on here, Frost.
Come on, Frosty.
Look at that, repping the UCI esports jersey.
A very aggressive player, going to be starting off the day with Argus in his normal assassin play, so expect these two to be carrying most of the kills, but they'll not do that without support, of course. Their teammate, Damien the Man, coming out, will be playing Merrick, tank player.
Damien will be playing Thorgrim. He's a very tank-heavy player, so you're going to be seeing him fulfill that role.
Merrick.
And, oh, Merrick.
Merrick.
Another tank. I mean, they're
character.
both tanks. I know I did see him play Thorgrim. He was very interested within that tank. But next, we are going to have coming up on stage, Nibs.
Now, Nibs is going to be playing a newer character today. You might have seen him on some streams before, but not in competitive play. He'll be rocking Galleon, the Star Thief. That is your team, UCI. Rollins, Argus, Merrick, and Galleon already locked in for game number 1 on the Dreadshore. Their opponents today, Team NRG. We're going to start out with Vicious. That was the least vicious intro I've ever seen.
But what is very vicious is that he's going to be playing Alona.
No,
very
that's a healer. That's not vicious at all.
Vicious in the sense where she does actually a good amount of damage, but because he fulfills that support role, it is very necessary within the team comp.
Next up is going to be Godspeed. Godspeed, the ranged player, going to be starting off on the Dreadshore with Sai.
Look how he looks down at the jersey. I like it. I like how these players get to represent their teams very proudly walking up on this stage here. And next, we're going to be having Smurf Pop.
Smurf, the ranged player for NRG, is going to be playing Kyra to start off. Kyra, one of the most, I think, represented characters in the game. Almost every team usually runs her because of the ability to pick up buffs and destroy buildables, but there has been some changes there we'll talk about during the game. The final pick, it's going to be your boy Prof playing Argus.
What's up, your boy? And I just want to say, let's not ignore that Smurf Pop and your boy Prof are actually related. So they definitely have had experience within this game, playing together and getting as much experience at the same time.
As a final call, the blue team has opted to bring a coach as well. Their coach is named Latman. Will be sitting on comms with them, encouraging them to, attack certain buildables. There he is. Hi, Latman. Give us a wave. Don't just jump. Come on. Yay!
Hey, you're important, man. You're important.
Latman's going to be sitting on comms, encouraging buildable rush, different builds, etc. So one of the bigger changes that we didn't highlight going into the next game is that the buffs have been removed off the map. There's no more gold buff or armor buff at all, and both the damage and health buff will be spawning periodically throughout each round.
Yeah, for the damage buff specifically, actually, we're going to be having that buff having 700 health, so you need to take care of it, 700 health from it to completely eliminate it, to give it to your team. It does give you 30% damage boost, and it spawns 30 seconds within the game, so you can't automatically rush and get to it.
So I think that kind of plays more towards NRG's style. NRG has been a little bit weaker in team fights, but much better at ball control. So when we see them ignore the buffs, it's usually as a result of them just trying to rush down, even when they spawn right away. So that, I think, is actually a buff to the NRG squad. Comparatively to UCI, the game is a much more team fight heavy meta. And the last time that we saw the UCI players, they were winning most of the team fights, but losing the relay rush. So I'm expecting, especially with the comp, that UCI is at least going to force a game 5 here, if not, or rather round 5, if not win game 1.
I actually like the Galleon pick from Nibs as well from Team UCI. I mean, you would actually see Alona be doing most of the healing, but now because of Galleon being that tank/support role, he's going to be able to fulfill both damage and healing at the same time, which would be very dangerous if he could sustain himself on the battlefield.
So the first team, you're going to see Argus most likely go into a tank style of gameplay. What that's going to do is it's going to allow Kyra inside a fight from the back line, and Alona will be able to keep Argus up for a very long time using his, I think, much more enhanced movement as opposed to like a Merrick or a Thorgrim. Over on the left side, Galleon's a much closer range healer. We're going to see him likely either take some armor or some damage to be able to fight. Of course, Merrick running the front line with a lot of CC and heavy control, and that will pair, perfectly with that Rollins attacking from mid-range and the Argus, which will play much differently than NRG's. It's going to play a much more aggressive damage-heavy role.
Yeah, UCI, it's going to be a little bit scary watching them play, as you already know that their main priority is to take care of the ball, to immediately go in and deal as much damage as possible. But then on Team NRG's side, you see the Alona. The Alona able to be there to help out the team and allow them to push further without them having to retreat back towards the ally relay and regain the health that is necessary to sustain themselves.
There are 3 maps currently within the rotation. We're going to be starting off on the newest map, the Dread Shore, a very deadly close-range map, very long but narrow. After that, we're going to be switching over to the Shrine of Oros, which I'm sure you're all familiar with, Atala Prime, and then we will reset the run for a possible 3 games up to 7. We will reset back to Dread Shore, which has the ability to be played 3 times, everything else a chance to be played twice.
Right. So I'm pretty sure these players are now ready.
We want to hear you.
Being very short.
Well, they want to hear you.
But
you are pretty. This is great because normally I'm the child, except for when I cast with D1. Any game I cast with D1, because he's like 6 inches taller than me, but it's like all legs. So he's actually shorter than me when he sits down. It's great. It's a fantastic. D1, if you're out there, please cast with me.
I mean, it's one of those, we were actually seeing back in the crowd, they were passing out prizes to everyone, shouting Breakaway, adding in all that hype before the matches. I wish you guys could have seen that. And you could definitely see how the height advantage was able to help out so many people.
Germany is a tall country.
I need to definitely learn from some of these Germans here without having to use an Apple box, but here we go. You could already see that we're delving right into it. And DM, this is one of the newer maps that we've already covered. And specifically about this map, the buffs spawn on the left side and on the right side of the entire map. The damage buff, and then there's going to be the health buff. We actually didn't cover the health buff, and the health buff actually heals you by 30%, similar to the damage buff.
That's right. It's not just a health increase. It will, like, if you had 100 health,
yeah,
it would increase you to 130, but it will also give you that right away. So it's actually a good form of healing.
Yep.
But we're into game number 1. The barriers have been removed. The buildables are being placed. And NRG right away dropping that major ballista. That's a point of contention that Blue is not going to allow to exist for too long. Starting off, nice interception by Prof. And they're trying to work up the right side, but he's a bit overcommitted. Right side, and then this is again, NRG loves to run the ball. They choose to usually not fight as much. Locktran is going to lose that shield pretty quickly, but they're moving the ball back towards the midpoint.
The Godspeed able to capture the relic once again, passing it towards the opponent.
Prof alone.
I like that pass right there. Look at that. Notice how he was right there at the perfect time, noticing that his teammate was in dire trouble. He passes the ball right here, picks up the ball, jumps, and makes the goal at the right second while there was no one around him to cover that relay.
And remember, one of the newer changes with the relic is the ball must land in the relay if you throw it. Or you can walk it in, but if you throw it past, there's not that cone of success anymore. You have to control it. Round number 1 to NRG as they continue that movement forward. I was expecting UCI to come out with a lot more damage, and they kind of just let the ball run past. We saw Merrick kind of throw it, Damien throw it a little bit too far. They weren't controlling their area like normal. Check out the Siege engine already going through. It's going to get probably 2 major pickups on the buildables.
And that's something you need to focus when you're playing this game of the buildables, because believe it or not, those buildables deal a good amount of damage, and they can stop you from trying to make the relay in a lot more easier fashion.
One more shot will do it. No one's going to be able to find it. It looks like Smurf will be able to get out of there. Frost Delicious taking the 1v1 on right. Damien the Man looking at Prof as Prof goes towards the right side. Alona able to clean it up. So far, 2 kills for Blue known so far for NRG.
And look at the passes that you're seeing between Lock and Damien.
Oh, Godspeed's in trouble. Gets taken out on the left side. Looking at the fight. Damien's going to go down as well. Tanks, or really support characters going down. Sai as well. Locktran has to go all the way back to the base to heal. It looks like he will be safe. Nibs, however, that's a character without movement, and he's already burned his ultimate. Can he get away? It looks like he will get into the base, but just barely.
And unfortunately, your boy getting caught within that trap, but his teammate's right there to help him out. Notice how Vicious, the Alona player, is helping him out by healing him without him having to retreat back and them able to contest the enemy lines.
Relic getting moved forward. Damage coming out big time as Sai already gets taken off the map. Your boy Prof trying to get Locktran, who goes over towards the left and will get picked off as well. Frost Delicious uncontested right now. 9 seconds till Psy. It's going to be a few shots, and yeah, they'll find it. Alona very low and chooses not to go for it. Okay.
Now look at the shields for the Relic up below the timer. Look how low they are, and if they get hit out of the Relic when they're holding it and there is no shield, they do spin out of the control, and as you mentioned earlier, they do take in that extra damage, and it can be very crucial if they're trying to patch to another teammate.
Merrick has taken a lot. Rollins, again, almost half. Argus has to go back to the base. There's no healer on this team that's really going to be able to fight in that backline. Galleon's a front-line fighter. Your boy Prof going very quickly. Perfect slide, trying to find a kill, but he's going to back off. They're going to reset, and they're going to look for the opportunity with the 4v3 to get the ball in.
The NRG grouping up together, passing the ball to your boy, but not enough. Nibs is going to be able to intercept the Relic. Godspeed catching it once again, not letting this opportunity pass him by, but notice how Team UCI is right there to cover them at all times. All the team is right here, and they're able to catch the Relic once again as they storm towards the right side of the map.
Damien not really covering, goes right towards the left side, looking maybe for the damage buff. They clean that up quickly and have the opportunity to maybe go for that major teamfight damage. Vicious a little bit out of position. Looks like, yeah, he's going to be the focus. Does he still have his dash up? Damien getting very low as well. Focus from the back line. Your bro Prof's going to find it with the 4 glory, but he's stuck out of position. Huge ult from Psy's going to find another one, 2 down, and they're going to continue forward fighting as Godspeed trying to push the ball away.
And now remember, there's only 2 teammates left. If all teammates go down, that is it, and that will be the round. If that happens to be a thing, they have to understand that the respawn timer increases every time they die, so you have to be very wary and know when you need to retreat.
Your boy Prof coming in basically alone. That one's going to get intercepted. Damien trying to clean it. Smurf Pop gets taken down for a 17-second respawn. Psy still off the map as Prof really doesn't have a way out of here since his Q is used, but Vicious comes up, gets the heal off, and it looks like they'll be able to escape. Left side. Ooh, they're going for the damage buff, and they'll succeed again. UCI, again, proving that they are the better fighters, but so far the rounds go to NRG as they do have one up. Psy dying again, 30-second respawn.
And I like that strategy right there from Locke, distracting them with the Relic as they were trying to get the buff on the left side and managing to do it. Now they're able to progress through the enemy lines, but notice these buildables. Frost taking care of one of them already. They want to get rid of that as well. That is Psy's buildable, and it does deal a good amount of damage and area effect around them.
Frostalicious might be in some trouble. Used his ultimate and missed it. Low health. Block Tran forced to jump back. Used the shield on the ball to rip some of the damage away from Argus. Boy Prof once again going down. That's a 24-second respawn. Right as side comes off. 6 seconds. Not enough players. A chance for Godspeed. Can he get it over the line? He does. Throws it back. Frostalicious from deep.
Right when the timer goes off, and that was such a very close territory win. DM.
Round number 3, 1-1, and a major gold advantage going into this round for UCI. A ton of kills, 13-5. But as we've seen, NRG clearly superior when it comes to running the ball. If they can find a hole in the defense, they will succeed. If they continue to fight, I'm expecting more destruction coming out from Frostalicious's Argus.
Now notice how Godspeed hangs around the turret, not trying to overextend at the same time. Smurf hanging around in the back, using that Kyra pick. That's what Kyra's job is to do, take care of the buildables, but also pick off the enemy team one by one with their low health. Now look at this battle right here. Damien holding onto his own, really proving what type of tank he is.
Trouble again. Left side, that one's going to go to NRG. They need to take this fight.
That's why UCI retreats. They do not want to contest a team with that damage buff.
The 30% increase, and at that health, they were smart to back off. They'll be able to clear up some buildables. NRG will earn some much-needed gold. Vicious trying to use that shield, but he burns most of it. Smurf Pop from the back line, really out of position for a Kyra, but it's not getting punished. Great positioning. It winds up being great positioning. I don't know how they got away with it.
Oh, I like this option right here.
That's brilliant.
Galleon healing himself right on top of the ball just in case he needs to cancel it to catch the ball once again or attack anyone that likes to contest.
First death on the left side. You'll see UCI's Rollins going to be falling down. Psy falls down as well. Trying to place down the siege engine. Frostalicious finally going to get it off. That will kill immediately a very important buildable, a Ballista, one of the highest, if not the highest damaging buildable in the game. They're rushing forward. They have the health buff. The damage buff has gone. Huge ult from Galleon, going to hit 3. Psy's down again. Your boy Prof trying to run past, looking for just the shield. Frostalicious versus your boy Prof. It's not a 1v1. He's going to take it either way. All 4 people still alive. Nice snipe from Prof. Oh, I don't know if they're going to be able to work this one in. They have to back off here, and Prof able to stay alive in the base as Loctran versus 4.
And those buildables, notice that literally was an assist from the buildable, and that is why you need to focus that. That's actually the reason why shooters could be very crucial to your team, because especially from a mid-level shooter or from Kyra, who could do it from very far away, you could pick off those buildables, and it will allow you to pursue the relay a lot easier. I like the choice on the Sunshine there from Alona. Vicious really aware of where the team wants to be at all times.
That shield's coming back repeatedly. Nice ult by Psy, gonna catch 2. Damien the Man gonna be forced back. Frostalicious on the top side looking for that health buff again, but Kyra's moving towards it. There's a chance for her to not only snake it, but it's guaranteed if it's not blocked. Vicious taking a lot of damage. Could be out of a lot of trouble. Galleon jumping in there instantly, but a Psy opportunity. No one's going to go down except for Alona. Actually, Psy's going to go down as well. Frostalicious able to get out. Your boy Prof stuck back inside. UCI trying to find another one. They're moving in a 4v2. They have the option. Can they find it in from deep? Intercepted by Prof and cleared.
And look how desperate they are to try to get this team off of them, but they managed to make the goal, and that is it for Team UCI, making another relay goal right here. Look how close. They try to intercept it, but he manages to use the invincibility from the dash and make the goal with that jump.
Round number 3, going the way of blue. We're going into round 4, and we're starting to really see heroic items. Over on the right side, it's only Smurf Pop. Over on left, everybody has completed one, and look at how much gold. Frostalicious has so many items and still so much gold. How is this possible?
Yeah, Team UCI really understands what heroic level items really do, but look what Smurf Pop, how scary that attack boost is, and we already know that Kyra deals a good amount of damage from the sidelines. Now imagine the damage you could do with the buildables as well.
Prof getting a little bit too far. He does have armor, so should be okay. Starts to move backwards. Godspeed taking a little bit of damage, but shouldn't be too much trouble. They're running the ball. They're completely alone. Loctran, only opportunity. Ball thrown in, stolen, and cleared.
Yeah, Loctran was looking at the relic the entire time while the enemy team was trying to pursue their relay, understanding where he needs to be at all times.
You see that mirror damage?
That is insane. And the buildable as well, adding in so much damage. They're trying to go for the buff on the left-hand side.
Damage, yeah, is available and goes to UCI again. Your boy Prof stuck out of position. That's going to be a big-time kill. Damage coming out from side. Not only strips away the shield. Oh, they need to not put that down. A big chunk of Merrick's health.
And look at the amount of aerial effect damage that Psy is doing. That's such a good option to pick a character from a distance to understand that you're going to be hitting multiple opponents at once, pursuing the relic at the same time as they drop their shield.
Left side, and that one's, yeah, going to go to Kyra. Easy pickup. Smart also. You see the team, not only Argus going for it. Loctran against 2. No trouble. Nice use of the slide on the right. Not a very common pick. Smurf Pop a little bit out of position. Frostalicious credited with another. Vicious doesn't pick up the ball. Smart play. Let it rock for a minute.
That's something that's really important to be aware if you rather drop the relic or pursue with the relic. You don't want to over pursue too much. Look how blue team is taking up a good amount of damage. They're retreating right now as they're trying to get back to the relic. They do not want this enemy to get away. Your boy is still alive right now. Though he was trying to pursue the relic, he was able to get away.
NRG has the fight. They have a good opportunity here, and look at all the grouping. You're seeing this major group because Galleon's heal is only close by. Frostalicious ultimate countered. Retribution to the Retribution. Frostalicious just barely able to escape. No, they picked him off. Your boy Prof out of position, but the damage is good. Kyra swinging it right down the hallway. Big time damage. All of Blue's going to have to run back. Damien, one hit away. Can Kyra find it? No, just barely off.
But unfortunately, then instead they retreat back towards the relic. You know, that was kind of a revenge kill right there as the Argus were diddling off. But you see Frostalicious right here, passing the relic through the middle, understanding that his team is not around them at the moment, but he was waiting for them to come. Finds a perfect opportunity to rush down the left side. Lock being very aware of where Damien is. Notice how Damien is around behind him. He passes the relic.
Smurf's already down. That ladder still standing strong. From deep, not going to find it. Vicious intercepts and clears. Going to take another shot inside the Psy ultimate. Not going to find it. Still 66 on the shield. Removed immediately. Frostalicious, double damage. They have to take out these buildables. They're getting destroyed.
It destroys your shield immensely, and you do not want to spin out of control and taking that extra damage. And that Sunshine really helping out the enemy team.
Clutch. Super clutch Sunshine. I mean, that's what they needed. Right side, though, Godspeed uncontested. Finally, UCI recognizes and they'll remove themselves from danger. We're going to see the health buff get taken, a 30% increase and a 30% heal, which they desperately needed. UCI trying to fight forward. Blessing of the Sun removed is used, so your boy Prof can go in and control the hallway, which he does flawlessly.
Smurf Pop was trying to finish off the enemy right there, but instead retreats. Godspeed now passing it through. Notice how Vicious is hanging around the right side just in case that pass is necessary. You do get to dash when you have the relic, so when you pass it to an enemy, when you pass it to your ally, they're able to dash as well, and you can consistently save your dashes that way to pursue the enemy relay. But look at this battle right here. This is incredible trouble with the buildable right there.
He's alone. Can he find it? He's alone, not deep enough. Lost Smurf 14
right
seconds.
there.
Has an opportunity to end this game. Perfect slides across, throws 9 seconds past the Frostalicious. It's over the line. Trolls back. Your boy Prof trying for it. It's stuck on the blue. He's trying from deep, and it's gonna be UCI for game number 1.
And these territory wins from Team UCI, they're very aware of what they could do whenever they have the relic in hand around the ends right there. Notice the mess that was going on.
Whoa!
16,000 healing. 16,000 healing, allowing your team to be on the battlefield at the most necessary times with a 2.
You know what? I was wrong. I thought Alona was going to be the bigger healer. Alona healed for 6,200, but it was Nibs with 16,000 on top. I mean, that had to be a big part of why we saw a massively successful team fight time after time from UCI. Team fight-wise, I think they may have lost 2 out of 11.
The very most crucial thing within that match that I learned from both teams was they knew when to back off.
Yes.
They understood, I'm going to be alone in this situation. I'd rather you grab the relic and my team immediately dogpiles you and takes the relic back from you, and they're able to just retreat back and regroup up.
So let's talk about win condition for NRG going into the next game. So we're going to be switching to the Shrine of Oros. NRG will have a lot more familiarity. But there's 2 things I need to see. One, team fights have to be stronger. They're focusing too much on relic movement in early stages of the game. It did get them their only relic win that round, but it wasn't equating to wins otherwise. It didn't feel lucky. It was definitely extremely skillful the way they ran the relic, but it needs to be cleaner. Number 2, Alona's got to go.
I definitely agree. I mean, if we already saw from that match, Alona wasn't doing enough healing in that instance. I mean, the Sun Shrines in the perfect places, they could really be helpful, but Galleon already proving to be the one to deal more healing percentage on the team rather than Alona in this instance. And I mean, I think it has to do with where you're placing your healing circles. I mean, Alona could initially heal a good amount of healing for their team, but at the same time, Galleon could just do so much more while also standing there with this light shield as a defense matrix. We did see at one point Galleon get on top of the relic and heal himself, so that way, if you're going to contest this relic, I'm going to be right here to stop you, but I can catch the relic before you can.
I like to pride myself on being a person that figures things out. What I lack in mechanical ability, I make up for in my ability to like kind of recognize power in the game. I played Galleon for probably 5 hours straight, and I never once thought to just stand on the ball and do that, because how are they going to get it?
It's so true. It's so true. You know, that was something that we were talking about earlier when we were playing our version of Breakaway, and Thorkim could actually jump over his own wall.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was insane. I mean, there's something new. You learn about these type of games all the time, and that's how the game progresses and the meta develops.
So, Alona and Argus, I felt, were kind of the weak points of NRG. If we see a switch to Galleon, maybe Merrick or Thorgrim might be a little bit stronger, or really, Alona would be better if she had a bit more protection. Argus can't do that the same way another, heavy CC tank can, like Thorgrim or
right.
I mean, even having Galleon on the team build armor and just stand in the front, heal in the front, she heals in the back, he can use his ultimate to heal and maybe even go for the stun. I mean, that could be strong. But something has to change. You know,
as a tank, you don't mind getting hit. You stand in the main line of focus. You say, hey, everybody, I'm right here. I'm giving you problems. Stare at me. Be distracted by me.
Exactly.
While you have all the faster characters rush onto the sides and try to make that relic go. And Alona always hanging behind you, but also near your other teammates as well.
I at least want to see 4 games today. The reason being is I love the Dreadshore, and I want to see more of it. Dreadshore will come back for game number 4. This one's Shrine of Oros. After that, we'll be going to Atala Prime.
We have the 3 maps that we mentioned earlier at the beginning of our Breakaway stream. And this game is still fantastic. This game is just absolutely breathtaking as you literally are breaking away from the team and you're trying to make that go.
Did you just try to do that? I'm not going to let that happen. I don't know who you normally cast with that let you get these puns off, but...
It's fantastic. Now, notice, I like this. It seems as if we do have a bit of a switch here.
That was a
we see a
major
Quarren.
switch.
We have a Quarren.
Quarren, so no healing on this squad at all.
I mean, Quarren, although being a support character, doesn't heal their team, but it does debuff the opposite team. It's something that we're going to be seeing very important here.
Not to mention, her massive silence works perfectly with the Merrick ult into the Kyra ult. That's what I've been looking for. I love it. Huge silence, pulls him in. Kyra guarantees her ultimate through 2 people. This is a combo that we've been seeing since 2016, and it is my favorite combo in the game.
Frost is by himself. He retreats back towards his team. He lets the enemy team get it for a second here. He knows when he needs to hold back. Team NRG really being aware here.
Pop out of position. There's no healer on this squad, but they're going for it again. First one going to fall. Frostalicious not the victim this time, but they get him from all the way deep. Godspeed out of position will fall. A 2-for-1 still advantage to NRG.
Now Smurf, Pop, and Vicious retreating back, knowing that they're the only 2 left, waiting for their teammates to respawn now. I mean, it is the beginning of the game, so the respawn timer has not increased yet, but there has already been kills within this battlefield, so we're already going to expect that respawn timer to increase.
Right side damage buff. Did that get snaked? I think they were able to steal that away. Nibs walked over there to try to take it, and it got stolen away from him. Godspeed on the top near the health buff, throws this down. They might be focusing on the buff here. Locktran clearing it more towards the middle, left side. Buff takes about 1/5 of its health, not in danger just yet.
Team NRG now pursuing, leaving the relic behind, understanding that now they could pick up the relic and pursue behind their teammates. There is a buildable on the right. Notice how they avoided that by going left. The jump into the score.
That's big time. NRG has definitely made the appropriate changes. The Kyra Mericorn ult combo has been happening since the first tournament for this game, which was the streamer tournament way back in December 2016. And they're using it flawlessly. Remember, when you're silenced, you cannot even use defensive abilities. Merrick will pull you into a group, and the giant AoE blast from Kyra will tear through your team. There has to be a change from UCI, not in characters, but in playstyle. They cannot group up. And I think this may be the trouble with Galleon. He's the one who got countered by this comp.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he was definitely not seeing this, probably assuming that they were going to stay, but Nibs, knowing when to retreat, your boy Prof dealing a good amount of damage on the other tank. We retreat back once again, getting the relic, and we're just seeing a baseball game right here as you see the play catch.
Frostalicious unable to land those hits. Frustrating, possibly tilting. Damien the Man in some trouble. Nibs in some trouble as well. They can't afford more deaths. They're giving up so much gold, but Frostalicious able to find core, and a return from Godspeed onto Nibs, and it's going to be Godspeed moving forward, but a bit out of position. Low health. Can they find the kill? Sitting with the shield. Mirror's going to find one. Left side, they're still going in. Your boy Prof from deep. Stolen.
Oh my goodness!
Away.
That interception right there from Nibs, but Smurf Pop gets it once again, and he's going to pass it to your boy Prof. Not yet. Nibs gets it once again, and Nibs with all these interceptions.
Kyra's very low. Prof does not have any movement. Stuck against 3. They don't need to clear this ball. They got to turn and kill. Your boy Prof trying to get away once again. He'll take the slide and will get out as Frostalicious chasing down Smurf or Godspeed on the right side.
Damien the Man passing it towards the enemy, understanding when to retreat. He'd rather go towards his teammates. Notice how Nibs, Frostalicious, and Locke are hanging around the left side of the map there. Vicious manages to take the relic. I like this juking right here. Where is she going to go? Is he going to go right? Is he going to go left? No, he's going to go towards his teammates, pass it towards Smurf. Okay, Smurf Pop, your boy Prof, he gets the ball. I like how Frostalicious just hangs around the back. Notice how he doesn't want to immediately initiate the attack. Argus does deal a good amount of damage.
Frostalicious trying to work his way back. He's going to have to heal, whether he relies on Galleon or not. Yes. Okay, he does get it. Your boy Prof, a bit out of position. Frostalicious clearing again. Doesn't want that too close by. Tried to pick it up and then go for it, but Frostalicious going to find a kill. Easy pickup on a Kyra. Now 17-second respawn.
And Team NRG hanging behind. I know they're not going to try to retreat here as they're pursuing Team UCI. They are dealing a good amount of damage because of this, though.
The silence was used. Vicious trying to get away. No going to get picked off. Your boy Prof has to slide out, but they're going to focus on Godspeed. Smart pick off, and it's going to be a 17-second for him as well.
Now they're able to pursue with the relic a lot more farther now as only 2 members of Team NRG are left on the battlefield. Smurf Pop retreating, doing what Kyra does best, hanging behind the enemy lines, picking off the buildables.
Right side, Locktran going to be able to pick up that damage buff. Did it get snaked? No, not that time. Smurf Pop tried for it, though. Health buff still up, which means they could offset the damage gain, and it looks like they will be able to. Moving in, your boy Prof going to reduce some of that shield. Clearing once again. Prof in a bit of trouble.
Look at Vicious and Smurf Pop right here. Look at them hanging behind enemy lines and dealing that debuff that Corrin can actually do, but your boy Prof gets the ball once again, but intercepted by Nibs. Nibs is always on top of the relic at all times by their base. Very smart awareness from Nibs.
2 people down in a power play, but Nibs keeping the dream alive by clearing. It's going to have to be a grouping up from NRG. Damien the Man again clearing out of position with 55 on the clock.
Vicious seeing the boundary line, hanging around Godspeed. Your boy Prof trying to group up together with Smurf Pop, but he wants to try to finish off Frostalicious, but notice if Frostalicious goes back towards his team, understanding that he was not going to win that fight.
Frosty actually went for the retribution and missed it, which gave Smurf Pop the opportunity. 37 on the clock. A kill here could result in a round win as you see Smurf recognizing this, going back and healing up. Vicious out of position, trying to use that shield. It's going to be a pick-off, and he's down for pretty much the remainder of the game.
And that's why it's so important to understand when you need to retreat back in this game.
Big ults. Huge ults. Damien's already down. Energy on the come-up. Nibs forced to use his ultimate out. Frostalicious on the right side trying to get a kill. 2 down. Power play for Energy. Frostalicious by himself against 2. There's going to be a big run. Smurf Pop getting it cleared super far. Prof gets stunned out. 5 seconds left. Nibs going for the territory win. Pop to Frostalicious. Not going to find it. Energy on the board. 2-0.
And that territory win, once again, you could already see how close all these matches have been between Team NRG and Team UCI. And now we're completely seeing a reverse game here compared to the very last match when we were casting.
Because it's all about the comp change. They recognize that Galleon needs to group up and heal his teammates, and they can't do that against the Silence ultimate from Merrick, and then a huge, massive lightning storm coming out from Godspeed into the ult from Smurf Pop. It's too much for them to deal with, and every time they group up, it happens.
Yeah, very good counter take for the Corrin. Silencing, you can't use any of your abilities whatsoever, so it's something you have to be taken into consideration, especially whenever Corrin's hanging around you. Now notice how
Frosty's in trouble. Nice snipe from the back from Smurf Pop. Power play early. They're going to try to move the ball forward.
Never necessarily having to pass to your teammates, but passing the ball ahead of time to get that increased space into the map. Nibs constantly with that interception, passing through the right side of the stage, possibly using the momentum from that side. Yes, he is.
They got to take care of these buildables. You'll notice that Rollins has really not taken an opportunity to take out these ladders on the right and left side.
Yeah, actually, and Rollins does a really good job at melting the
There they
buildables
go.
away as he does do that mid-shot distance that he has the ability to do.
Your boy Prof walking it over. Stolen. A lot of ball focus here, just trying to keep it over that halfway point. They don't want anyone trying to sneak. Locktran, decent damage. They're worried about this group up. Right side, Godspeed's already taken a lot. Ultimate used, doesn't hit anybody. Godspeed's already down. Vicious, that's going to be 2. Your boy Prof stuck in between 3. Activates his defensive. I don't know if it's going to be enough. They're going to go for some kind of clear, but with Godspeed coming up in 2 seconds, there's not much trouble.
Team UCI pursuing now. Team NRG's relay, all grouped up together at that, and look at that group heal that you see coming from Nibs. He's now waiting to pursue at the right moment, trying to take care of Prof. Is this going to be it?
That's
Is Prof
huge.
going to be going down?
That's huge. They've already picked off 3. Locktran alone. The combo comes out again. Locktran able to get a kill. Still needs 4 seconds of dodging before he's going to get it.
Oh, and that's it. That is the team completely eliminated. There is no more respawn time. And that is going to be reverse 3-0 from Team NRG.
What I love about that is they actually won with all 3 win conditions. The first one's going to be a territory, or rather a relay score. The second one's going to be a territory, and the third they get the team wipe with a 20-13. The comp change was exactly what I wanted to see. Let's see if UCI can answer back with a comp change of their own.
And that's what's so interesting when you're developing your own comp within this game, whenever you want to decide who you want to have for your support, who you want to have for your tank. But since there's so many different ways to win within that match, you have to take into consideration the timer, you have to take into consideration the positioning of your team, and you have to understand when someone is low on health, how many times can you die? Because, you know, we have items in the game that allow you to reduce your respawn timer, so that way you're there to help out your team when necessary. But unfortunately, Rollins had pushed a little bit too far when he noticed all his teammates were eliminated, and it was a little too late before he was able to retreat back to his relay.
UCI was doing a good job of recognizing the danger, but that last team fight, they got a bit over-aggressive. They grouped up. The silence came out from Corrin. The ultimate came out from Merrick, and then it was just double ult from the damage dealers, and 3 people got picked immediately. By the time that Locktran recognized that, it was too little too late.
Yeah, quite unfortunate right there, but we are definitely going to be probably seeing counterpick actually, as we are going to Atala Prime. One of my favorite maps within this game, strictly because if you see on the right side there's a rising platform that continuously goes up and down and allows for mix-ups whenever it comes to passing the relic to your teammate who may not be above elevated with you, but could be on the bottom, and you could constantly be throwing it to each other as the enemy team won't know where to go.
For me, UCI, if they gotta roll the dice. If NRG picks the same comp and UCI recognizes this, they switch Galleon to Alona and they're back in the lead. However, if they make the read, if NRG makes the read that they're going to team comp switch and they team comp switch back to their first team comp, it could actually wind up being a return. We're going to find out. We're getting loaded into the game, and
your favorites has been picked.
Chiome
is going to be shown right now on this broadcast, ladies and
love her.
gentlemen. One of the newest warriors here in Breakaway to be shown to you. Frostalicious really showing his confidence with the character. I mean, this character's movement is absolutely ridiculous.
But UCI did not make the necessary change of changing off of Galleon. Damien the Man staying on Merrick as well, so they have two frontliners, but instead of Argus, they have Chiome. Chiome is going to do a lot more damage to a backline and very rarely will be ever grouping up inside with Galleon and Merrick. This will allow him a little bit more damage into the backline and is a perfect character against side.
Not only that, but Chiome actually has that speed to actually juke out her opponents, especially on a map like this. Assassin's going to be very crucial within who can take the match or not. Look at Nibs right there dealing damage to the
Godspeed into trouble, nowhere to go. First kill of the game going to UCI. Right side though, they will be contested. They got two people in front and not gonna take it. Just barely snaking that one away.
Completely intercepted that goal right there. Lock passing it, trying to get it as far away from the team as possible as they are grouping up together. Notice Damien coming in from the back.
The buffs are alive, both left and right side. Damage buff going the way of UCI, already with 2 kills as well. Smurf Pop maybe in some danger, able to use that defensive to roll away. Jail place, just in case they try to rush forward. Damien the Man gonna go down off the huge combo. Prof recognizes the jail, just barely gets away from it.
I like that retreat right there from Merrick. Notice how he knew that this was a battle he was not going to win, and instead lets the turret kind of do its own thing right there. He gets some healing from his own relay, and he is back in the game.
He's in a bit of trouble. Still has a possibility to heal himself with the defense. Right side. Still not a lot of damage. Most of NRG backed off. Here's the ball. Okay, no problem. Health buff going the way to NRG.
Damien get the ball once again, passing it to
Wow!
the enemy side, and that was actually pretty. That was
an insane snipe.
Yeah,
Caught her mid-air. Right side, shield getting pretty low, only at about 60. Godspeed going for it, has an opportunity, stolen again by Frostalicious on the respawn. He's able to go all the way down, clear it almost to halfway. He's gonna ult. Smurf Pop in some trouble, still has his defensive. Uses it a bit early. Frostalicious has the opportunity to chase it down. He goes super deep for it. Dive kick's gonna hit. Needs one more and will find the kill, but he takes a lot for it.
And I like how Damien right there was trying to throw the relic up above that platform so that way he could buy himself some time for his team to regroup together once again. But your boy throws the relic once again into enemy territory. You see Damien pick up the relic, tries to do it again, and unfortunately still bounces off the platform. But now he is accompanied by Nibs. Nibs hanging right below. Notice how he drops the relic, knows when to pursue, when not to pursue. They're trying to take care of the gel on the back there. Notice how Vicious is very aware that this could be a big problem for their team.
Good spot for Prof, has the opportunity. Where's Corrin? Where's Corrin? She needs to get there. Big damage onto Nibs, big damage onto Damien, but the Galleon heal keeps him alive. Smurf Pop towards the elevator, trying to escape. Prof with a full 100 shield, trying to get towards the base. Godspeed and your boy Prof against 3, but it's going to be intercepted.
And that's the one thing that's really interesting about this game as well. You can intercept these catches to pursue your enemy and make them focus you instead, where now they're very distracted.
Trouble again. Will Godspeed take the opportunity? No.
Nibs takes it again. Nibs, you already see it. He's a very big relic lover here. He's constantly on top of the relic while also being there for his team, healing them when necessary. But Damien this time really showing that he is the MVP as he's holding on to his life as the tank, confronting the team head on.
The damage buff is back up. The health buff already taken by UCI. Left side damage buff gets taken as well. They have double buff and the opportunity to fight for the rest of the round with them. Only 30 seconds. We're fighting for territory.
This is the team fight that you're seeing right here. Notice how
Godspeed
is so good at being able to control that space.
And the ultimate from Corrin has been used as well. The combo's dead. Damien by himself. Prof trying to pull him back. Still used. Smurf Pop 1 hit away. Gonna get taken down. 14 seconds on the clock. Godspeed will respawn, but I don't know if he'll be able to really reach the fight in time. Going even deeper. Your boy Prof with 100 on the shield. Doesn't pick it up. Relic 4 seconds, 3 seconds away. Stolen and scored on the board will be UCI.
And that is the benefits of having your team grouped up together all at once. They were all there to cover the ball.
Remember, there are 3 ways to win in Breakaway. The first, of course, like you saw, is going to be a territory win. When time runs out, your goal is to push it to the enemy's side of the map to take the first score. Second, of course, would be a relay. You move the relic into the enemy's base and put it right in that little colored circle. And then finally, and my personal favorite, the team wipe. Knock out everyone on the enemy team at the same time, and you score an instantaneous victory.
Has that attack buffed up to a 3rd level, and that's going to be pretty scary, as she does do a good amount of damage, as we've seen in the past, aside from the fact that her movement is just fantastic at carrying the relic as well.
First kill already going to UCI. You see them backing up, trying to group up on top of Nibs for the heal. Yeah, there's that big Galio heal.
Look at it pulsating, as you can see. That is constantly healing that team. And I like how Team NRG backs up as well. They're aware that they're all grouped up together and they are getting healed at the same moment.
Everyone's still alive. Low health on Frost. He still manages to find a kill on the Vicious. Your boy Prof trying to get away from this one. Pops his armor. Should be okay for now. Galio's big heal doing good. And Vicious, it looks like, will respawn.
Your boy takes the relic. I like that juking to the left side. He probably wanted to make him think that he was going to go down the middle, but not here. He backs up a little bit as he sees Damien take the relic instead, and he's going to contest the Team UCI.
Right side, that ladder has been there for pretty much the entire game. They have to take down that side buildable, otherwise they can't use that area. Wow, big time damage. Frostalicious still able to escape. Lockran in some trouble, forced to go back to the base as well. And it looks like NRG will take the opportunity to push in. Wow, Frosty just threw his life away.
Yeah, I like this pursuit right here. Notice how he drops the relic. He passes it to his teammate, and he's going to be able to dunk the relic into the relay.
And you saw.
Yeah, he just completely knocked him back.
Well, he tried to set up for a catch. There was no reason for there to be a catch. Godspeed able to just dash invulnerably directly into the relay, score the 2nd round of the game.
And that's why holding onto your dash when you're holding onto the relic is very important. But speaking of scary, whenever Xiaomi has all that attack buff, Brandon, what is that hero? What is that? That hero attack buff for Xiaomi. She's able to actually deal so much damage because of so.
40 damage plus 10% bonus damage on top. Godspeed placing down a very curious Jacob's Ladder right away. That should be getting taken out pretty quickly on top of a 200 gold win, but you saw the trampoline placed by Xiaomi as well. That's not going to get too much done.
Yeah, that buildable for Xiaomi, it actually allows your team to be able to maneuver themselves around the map a lot easier in pursuing the relay as well when you're having the relic in hand. It could be a good get off the option.
Versus Smurfpop, 1-for-1. Are they going to be able to go for it? Smurfpop missing 3 shots in a row. Lockran in 1 shot though. We're focused in the back line. Neither. Oh, finally, Smurfpop gets the kill inside the front line. Godspeed getting very low. Damien still trying to fight through. They have an opportunity for the 2nd. Frostalicious needs to kill the shield. They block it. I can't believe they cleared this again.
And Nibs was able to intercept at the right time, and they're still trying to pursue with that buildable right there, dealing so much damage, and the jail really coming in clutch, taking out your boy Prof. That is the bad situation about not taking care of your buildables.
Godspeed stuck out of position. There's nowhere for him to go. He will go down no matter what.
Oh, Godspeed.
Oh, your boy Prof trying to clear. Very smart play. It is going to put him in a dangerous spot. Frostalicious in some trouble. He is stealth, but as soon as he hits the ground, he's visible again.
And they're ignoring the relic right now. Noise Vicious is going to their team's aid, debuffing the opposite enemy team right there.
Wow. I can't believe neither team has scored this round yet. It seemed certain that NRG was going to get it in, and unfortunately they couldn't find it. Nice pass to the top side, still have to deal with the spike trap. Ball falls down, slide's going to be good, and Damien the man pushing forward. Spike trap getting focused, and yeah, they'll take it down.
As he retreats back, noticing that Vicious is hanging around there by themselves, but they managed to retreat back. Your boy Prof is now alone here.
Prof, yeah, taking a lot of damage. Lockran left side, actually. 50, 67, score? No, not gonna find it, just barely against both.
These interceptions from Team UCI really have me on the edge of my seat right now between Frostalicious, Lockran, and Nibs.
Godspeed in some trouble. He dodges the ultimate, but there's really nowhere for him to go. At this point, he's just trying to save off as much time so that Merrick can respawn. Damage buff on left side. Once again, will go to UCI, and NRG on the back foot.
Vicious and Smurfpop hanging around the back, seeing that their team was in deep trouble. They do not want to give this team that team elimination, that team wipe that could potentially give them the game.
Health buff still not spawned. Lockran and Nibs have taken some damage. You see them trying to separate themselves. They don't want to group up for the possible combo. This is a wombo combo team comp. And I'm allowed to say that.
You notice how your boy Prof gets it right in there as his team completely team all together to try to contest Team UCI.
Vicious in some trouble as well. Smurfpop already getting taken down. They throw the ball. Both of those small trees are the buildable from Corrin. Massive slows if you try to walk through.
And good placing on the buildables as well. Notice how it's right there, directly blocking the path of where the relay is, and it gives the team a perfect opportunity to finish you off to prevent you from making that score with the relic.
Frostalicious is trying to throw forward a little bit more. He's looking for a kill opportunity. You're going to see him try to sneak to the background and pick off Godspeed or Smurfpop. Remember, every time you die in this game, your respawn increases exponentially. Big time trouble for UCI, but the combo didn't go off. Too much control in the backline. Chioma able to control. Health buff still available, but not for too much longer. Damien the Man's health very, very low as they pick off Smurfpop for what could be the remainder of the game. Corrin, very aggressive. Can there be a kill? Frostalicious diving super deep for it, and he picks her off.
There's only 19 seconds left on the clock. I noticed Kyra's respawn time, but Corrin, it's okay. They are going to be able to make it back very soon, but only 10 seconds. Are they going to be able to make it there on time as Frostalicious tries to finish off Merrick? Very important right there as they have the ball. Who's going to have the territory win right here?
Godspeed, only 1 second, not paying attention to the timer and runs the wrong way.
Oh,
that was hard to watch.
That's why it's so important to have a crucial awareness of not only where the relic is, because someone could be taking the relic to the opposite team and you're so concentrated and wiping out the team that you're just unaware of what's happening, but also when it comes to those territory wins, it's very important.
Check out Nibs, by the way. 2-0-10. How does he do it? How does he do it?
He hangs behind his team at all times to heal them when it is very necessary. Now, I can't even imagine how his respawn has been for the last 2 games.
Frost, okay, able to walk forward a bit, stunned out by Galleon. They're going to remove most of the shield. That's a big grouping. Damien the Man takes 2-3 ultimates right to the face, and he will get taken down for the first kill this round.
I notice how Team UCI constantly hanging around the right side, pursuing Godspeed. The buildable is going to take out that shield from the relic.
Wow.
And that's why taking care of the buildable. Look, I love how they're noticing it right now. The Corrin taking out the buildable in the middle and on the right side. There is no more buildable to protect this team.
Smurfpop alone! Got it!
Yep. Right after they take care of the buildables.
We're going to go to round number 5 in Game 3. Remember, the teams are tied 1-1. Dreadshore, of course, going to UCI. The last game on Shrine of Oros going to NRG. NRG does not want to lose this game. The first game was destruction. Going back to the Dreadshore, if they play the way they did the first time, you're going to see UCI walk away with this. But if they're able to win this, if NRG can win this round, even if they lose the next game, they will go back to the Shrine of Oros where they were completely dominant. And look at that base. It's completely flooded with buildables.
Absolutely, and now the opposite team, after the Corrin was able to take out the 2 turrets that were distracting the shield that surrounds you with the relic, now they're able to pursue the relay immediately.
Wow, Nibs finally goes down. Trouble. They had to get out of there. NRG has done so much damage. If I were them, I'd probably just even back off here because it's going to be a 4v4. They're going to go for long range. No,
oh my goodness, the all for nothing but Lockdrain taking the relic, but they're going to pursue it again, and another interception right there, and this team is on fire when it comes to protecting the relay with the relic.
Frostalicious back up. They're going to go back for the 4v4. Wild Arc not going to do enough damage to kill, but Lockdrain is forced out of the fight. They try to go for the elevator, but a bad pass is going to toss it right back down.
Tries to jump in as well, but Merrick is right there to pursue.
Frosty looking for it.
Shield right
Frosty
there.
gets picked off. A 1-for-1 trade, but remember, Frosty has already died this round. His respawn has gone up to 17 seconds.
Very crucial with only 2 minutes on the clock, 2:50 seconds actually. And notice how they do have the attack buff as well.
Damien's just trying to clear, but he's sitting at low health. I think he's been baited. He's very low. One hit's going to do it, but no one's... Oh, I was going to say no one, but Smurfpop from the very back gets the Q and the kill.
Godspeed pursuing with his teammates. Notice how he keeps juking up UCI, but unfortunately he's going to have to retreat because of this. Nibs passes the ball.
Smurfpop going for the kill again. He finds the snipe in a 24-second respawn on the breakaway, but unfortunately for him, Galleon able to pull it back. Trying to clear once again, back down towards the center. Very, very low health right now, and yeah, we're going to see Lockdrain go down. 4 against 2, your boy Prof going for it. Nibs able to steal, Jail able to lock, but Smurfpop alone goes for it. Stolen again, they got to try to rush it in. Stop passing the ball, Packers, you got to run.
And that's great awareness right there with the relic, but there is no interception right here, and they are able to make the goal into the relay.
Game number 3 going to NRG. A huge comeback. They were down 1-2. They wound up winning it 3-2, despite the fact that the kills generally went in the other way.
I like how at the very end you can see the Shiome dash to try to catch the ball at the very last second, but unfortunately it was not going to be enough. The MVP here, Nibs.
Still Nibs.
Not only with the healing, but I want to say, give Nibs the MVP for all those interceptions from that game. It was insane.
Nibs, I mean, a lot of it came down to the fact that he had not died until round number 4. Frostalicious with a positive score. In fact, everyone except for Damien. If I was UCI, a little bit less focus on that ball, a little bit more focus on getting to the back line, because it was Smurf Pop with 11,000 damage and absolutely flawless snipes to pick off kills that really changed the game.
Now, do you think there's going to be a counter pick between UCI?
I don't know. You know, they switched to Chiome, which I think was a very successful switch. But going back to the Dreadshore, where he saw a lot of success from Argus,
I mean, there was the damage right there from Shiome. There was the speed. I think the Shiome was actually doing a very good job, but at the same time, it was such a close game.
yeah,
I mean, we went to game 5.
right.
So I honestly could say that they could stay the same team comp at the very moment and possibly bring it back, but maybe change their gameplay a little bit, possibly understanding, you know, their interceptions were fantastic,
Right.
but constantly being grouped up together and understanding when the right time to back off
Just
is
let's
very
focus on the relic.
Yes.
Just stop picking it up, wasting. Only pick it up for the shield. You don't need to clear it. Pick it up, let the shield get close, throw it up, and start attacking. UCI is winning most of the team fights, but whenever they let Smurf Pop start attacking into them because they're focusing too much to the relic, Smurf Pop just goes off, and that's the end of it.
Right. They're going to have to understand when the right time to drop the relic and pursue with the relic is very important. I mean, the relic is, in general, the one priority that you really want to do with the game. But understand, since there's so many different ways of winning in Breakaway, you don't have to necessarily always make that goal. You know,
Exactly.
the territory wins, actually, that we're seeing from Team UCI was immense, and that's how they were able to control the space. You were saying they win most of the team fights. Understand that when that happens, they could get the team wipe.
Exactly. Have we actually seen them score the relay yet?
I think it's constantly been territory and team wipe.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think UCI is recognizing that fact. But game number 4 is starting. NRG leads 2-1. If they're able to come back and win the Dreadshore, they will have won the show match, and each of them walks home with a GTX 1080.
So we're seeing the switch back to Argus, actually. Their last team comp, nowhere Shiome. Both heard this. Yeah, both.
Locktran picked Orin.
Yep.
Nibs switched from Galio to Sai.
Understanding that Galleon, although he was doing really good the last game compared to the game before that, he definitely wanted to debuff the enemy team as they were being debuffed before. The silence is what really is crucial when it comes to fighting against Galleon.
So far, not a lot of damage done on either side. Using the ball shields, I think, pretty well. Throwing it down, bouncing off of Smurf. A huge line opportunity. This could be the first kill. Corin stuck out of position, able to use her defensive to get out, but she's very crippled and will have to go back to the base.
That's another thing. When you're playing Corn, there is no healing for your team, so you are going to have to rely on your relay to gain that health again.
Look at Frosty. All the way in the back, trying to get the 1v1. Jumping in, Smurf Pop alone. Not a full shield, but able to be stolen.
I like that interception from Locktran, something that we're seeing very common here in Team UCI. Drops the relic, understands that they are completely surrounded by Vicious, Smurf Pop, and ya boy jumping into the structure. I like this mix-up here.
Prost's going to take some damage for that. Smurf Pop actually is the first casualty this game, and Vicious a little bit out of position as you see not only the red buff going the way of UCI, but it looks like they're going to pick up the health buff as well if they want.
Dropping the relic down that incline. Understand that when you slide down that incline, it does carry your momentum and allows you to move the relic a lot faster.
And again, we see them going for these passes. They're not necessary. They should be using this time, and that Siege Engine's going for the spike trap and will pick it off.
They always get so close, passing it by the enemy team, but this is where they're going to respawn. Since this is a new game, they are going to respawn a lot faster. They could get overwhelmed here.
Whoa!
Okay, that's snipe from Nibs, though.
Where'd he go?
He completely got electrocuted and annihilated right there, but Locktran getting the relic, going through the structure once again, but now they are surrounded by their teammates, so it is okay to try to pursue this relay.
Your boy Prog trying to chase down Locktran. If he can find a pull, there's a possibility of a kill, but no, he's going to take the slide. This is on the left side, and a perfect opportunity for the red buff, and that will go to NRG. This is their chance.
I like that juke there from Vicious. Am I going to go right? Am I going to go left? No, I'm going to go straight down the middle, passing it through the structure. I am fooling myself. That silence is not allowing any of the enemy team to be able to use any of their abilities. Which is very crucial right here, but Damien trying to hold on to his own. He is losing health. He's retreating now back towards Nibs and Locke.
1 for 1 so far as we saw Argus and it looks like Godspeed's side go down. Your boy Prof trying to clear the ball. Damien the man needs to really go back to heal, and it looks like they're trying to push forward. Vicious has already taken a lot of damage. Stuck out of position as your boy Prof as well. Damien about to explode, but doesn't get the damage off. All the way in the front, Locktran trying for a kill, and will find it. Just barely. Green Locktran with the double!
And we have Sai and Kyra still here on this scene, but notice how they have to kind of hang around in the back. They don't want to be too approaches right here as they are waiting for their team to respawn. Nibs coming back towards his team. Look at Frostylicious hanging around in the front, waiting to catch the ball at any time. Your boy gets it, passes it back towards the structure, giving an opportunity for Frostylicious to take the ball again here.
And again, if you're just joining us, 3 ways to win. The first of which we're going to talk about is that clear teal line in the middle of the screen. As long as you can push the relic towards the enemy side of the map, you will score when that time hits 0. Godspeed, possibly alone, 3 seconds on the Merrick spawn. Nibs gets taken down. Smurf Pop by himself, likely going to get taken. Can Damien find it? Goes for the ultimate. Knocked up, shield destroyed, but your boy Prof doesn't find the interception, and he's going to get it. Round number 1 for NRG.
And NRG right there at the right time. Notice how he jumps in, grabs the relic, makes the score. What great timing. Whew. I was going to say, I really like the choice of using his ult basically at the very end there to try to pull in the side to prevent him from making the score. But notice how your boy was there at the right time and the right moment.
That was going to be
get that relic.
That was a guaranteed win,
yep.
Honestly, for UCI. If they could stop that, if your boy Prof didn't score right then, that round was guaranteed territory for Locktran and the boys.
Wanting some redemption here, trying to target your boy. He is doing a 1v3 right here. Notice how he is retreating. Does not want to fight this battle.
Wow.
Godspeed already. Oh, okay. Team UCI, you need one more. Is this going to be a team elimination?
Way.
No way. There is about 5 seconds for all this team to respawn right here, but we are going to be clear.
They're
right
overcommitted.
Oh,
no!
They managed to make the relic score.
Diamonds!
And Team UCI is going to say right here that they're in it to win it with this score.
I can't believe that.
That was actually insane. They saw a perfect opportunity. Hey guys, there's one person alive right now. Let us just rush the relay. We do not even need to fight them right now.
I'm not even going to pretend that anyone knew that that was going to happen. That was an overcommit. It was a bad call, and it was a lucky throw. I'm not giving you any points for that one.
But Team UCI, they're going to run away with it. We take those. So,
we definitely take those.
Locktran hanging around in the back right there. Nibs takes the relic once again, and we're having a fight off right here down the middle of this map. I like the hang around by Nibs. Notice how he's not trying to overcommit too much, taking advantage of size, area of
Oh, well, he's going to go
oh
down.
my, but unfortunately he pursues a little bit too far. Frostylicious is unable to help out his teammate right there.
Locktran in a lot of trouble. Doesn't have his defensive up. That's going to be another kill, guaranteed, as we do see a wait, I call that guaranteed. Why is he alive?
Because he was able to retreat at the right time. Corrin does have the ability, a defensive ability, to turn invisible, not really invisible, but goes through, transcendent, through enemy lines and your teammates.
Smurf Pop might be in some trouble. Yeah, Frostylicious found him on the other side. Red buff has spawned, health buff has spawned, and we're actually seeing Godspeed walk over towards it, trying to get the kill on Frostylicious. He needs 2 more autos or a big wild arc for the kill, but they're going to focus down the red buff, play it safe. But Frosty goes all the way back to the base. I think the kill would have been stronger.
Now, let's take a look right now at Team UCI. Argus and Corrin are on fire right now. And the fact that they are on fire allows whoever takes them out to get extra points.
But at the same time, NRG with double buff has a massive advantage in teamfights, and they should take this. Group up and look for the wombo that was so successful in game number 2.
And look at how that buildable slows them down, giving them the perfect opportunity to pursue Team NRG. This seems like a very tricky situation, but at the same time, you do not want to fight them 1v1, but
one hit,
and
Smurf's one hit. 5 seconds, not going to find it. Team White, Frosty credited with another one. And Dreadshore round 2 going to UCI. Round 3 going to UCI. They got the lucky score before.
Yep.
It's game point.
Frosty was really on top of that enemy team at that moment, taking advantage of Argus's basically his damage. And now look at the left side. Look at how his attack buff, the Sword of Mars, is at its hero level right now.
Yeah, we have 2 of them on the left side, 1 of them on the right, and we're going to have 2 more on the left side. for armor, which is going to make it very, very hard for Smurfpop and most notably Godspeed with no armor pen to take down those tanky supports. Damage, they spent a lot into Merrick and it didn't really hurt him all that much. Vicious in some trouble trying to escape. One hit's going to do it, but Lockbrand recognizes he can't go much farther.
I like how this relic is being constantly passed back and forth. Look at that corn buildable right there.
Frosty's in trouble. One hit's going to do it. And there it goes. First blood of round 4 going to NRG.
And UCI, they're going to be taking that lucky relic score, so they're going to be covering this area as much as possible. They want this game. They want this to be their game, so that way they can proceed and take the other game, but Smurfpop is out of here, passes the relic down through the middle. Now notice how Team NRG is retreating now right now. This does not look like a very good situation right here.
Godspeed.
And, Godspeed.
Oh, he got caught by it, and Smurfpop will get up in time. There's no way he's going to work through 2 people. Lockbrand is completely overcommitted here. Should be able to escape. No, gets hit by the ladder again. No one is taking this thing out. Smurfpop with an opportunity for multiple kills. Trying for it. Your boy Prof going to reduce that shield down to 30. And so far, it looks like UCI will be safe, but NRG has the advantage.
Although now Team UCI, look at that low health that you see at the very top left-hand corner. Merrick is already down.
Your boy Prof can't jump in. He has to dash. Still 140 on it. He throws the ball away, trying to get some damage, but not going to work. Everyone on UCI respawns, and your boy Prof trying to get past on the left side.
Look at these passes we were mentioning earlier between Team UCI, taking advantage of their dashes as well. Nibs taking the relic once again, throwing it past that line right there. You know, you can see that in 2 minutes right now, they're already focused on getting the score as fast as possible. They're not looking for any territory here.
This is what I want to see. Throw the ball away, start taking out the buildables that are plaguing you. Right side, they're going to be able to take the tree out. Jacob's ladder has been removed. There's one more that they have to focus, and they're finally going to do it. They're learning.
Yeah, I mean, Team UCI now has Sai and Corrin. Those 2 characters could definitely take out those buildables, no problem.
Your boy Prof, maybe in a bit of trouble. No, Frosty's not going to commit to that. And I think that's smart. He's very tanky. He needs to keep focusing Smurf. But unfortunately for UCI, they're stuck in a huge whirlwind of death. 2 of them going down. Damien the Man going to throw. We need to see Lockbrand throw this away and get out of dodge, because if he gets caught, no, he's good.
No, he's good. He used the slide to carry his momentum downwards, but he's still hanging around now that Sai has respawned once again. But Lock does not want to go down here as the other teammates are still trying to respawn, hanging around their buildables. This buildable does slow down enemies as well.
Lockbrand is in trouble, uses the defensive, trying to get back for the heal. You'll see Nibs covering as well. Frostalicious towards the right side. They've already picked up 2. Both the major damage dealer in Smurf and Vicious have been taken down. Sai very low as well. Actually, a 24-second respawn as he gets caught. They have a chance with a 4v3 to get this in. If they find the relic score, it's a guaranteed win for the game.
Oh, but Vicious catching the relic at the right time. I mean, a little early on the throw there, but you look at those buildables and look at how much they're dealing right now.
Yeah, those double ballistas, very hard to get past.
And they take out your shield with basically 2 to 3 shots, so that's something you want to be wary of. And we're already addressing that Sai and Corrin has the ability to take care of that.
Smurfpop needs to get the snipe on this red buff. He needs it. UCI's already guaranteed blue, but no, they have double buff. 30 seconds remain, which means they'll have both for the remainder.
Now with 30 seconds, they're able to pursue with both buffs on their side. They could definitely hold on to this relic right here, but at the same time, your boy is contesting. He does not even care that Nibs and Damien are right there. And is this going to be... No, he has that armor. He's able to sustain himself, but he gets sniped out of there.
2 down for pretty much the remainder. Merrick's not going to be able to get through. Godspeed needs to find a kill onto Nibs or Frostalicious right away. 10 seconds. He's trying to push it. He's been locked down. There's nowhere for him to go. Damien the Man covering the front line. Game number 4. Looks like it's going to UCI.
What a very close match again. And these 2 teams, you could already tell, are so desperate to get these game-winning kills. The MVP of the game going to Nibs. No surprise right there. Sai was constantly there to completely wipe out any enemy that had a small amount of health left, but also the buildables around the end as well.
It's 2-2.
Yep.
We saw Atala Prime, and we saw the Shrine of Oros go the way to NRG. So far, UCI has taken both runs on the Dreadnought, which means they need one more to get past to the Dreadnought. But if history repeats itself, NRG can close out the set with the next 2 maps. Remember, it's first to 4 games. And the winner's going to get GTX 1080 per player.
So where do you think the map change should be? Do you think we're going to see another run back to the Dreadshore?
No, I think right now we're probably going to switch back to Shrine of Oros.
Okay, that would make more sense.
Yeah, Shrine of Oros will be next. What do we see on the change? Do we see a character swap? I think Godspeed, switch it up.
You know, one thing that I really saw actually that was really crucial wasn't necessarily the characters, but it was the buffs. Notice how Team UCI consistently aimed to get those buffs. At one point, they had double buffs around the very end where they were guaranteed to have the buffs for the rest of the match within those 30 seconds.
And I'm looking at Prof for that one. Or, I'm sorry, Smurf Pop. Smurf Pop is Kyra. Kyra is the #1 character in the game for confirming buildable damage and for buff kills. And she missed too many snipes. She's hitting players and on top, but she's not paying attention to the environment. Almost every single time that we see a win from UCI, it's either territory or it's a team wipe.
Yep.
They have to focus more on the environment.
I mean, except for that relic goal right there.
I'm not count. I don't count that one.
Okay, so right there, the awareness of what happened with that score was, okay, guys, everyone's wiped out. They may be respawning very soon, but let's take advantage right now that this guy is retreating because he has low health. He's scared right now. He does not want to get team wiped. He's retreating. Let's go in together. Let's dash as we pass the ball and make the score right there. And that was what granted them that game winning right there. I think it allowed them to have the momentum that was necessary for them to keep pursuing on in that game. I mean, we basically saw a turnaround compared to the last game.
Well, this is game number 5, so this will break the tie again. If history even is just close to repeating itself, this one should go very, very quickly to NRG. We're going to find out. We're jumping into game number 5, the Shrine of Oros. And I'm excited. Are we going to see any character swaps?
We're going to stick with the corn. I mean, the corns for both picks I thought were fantastic. Okay, so we are sticking with the corns, but...
It's a complete run back.
Yep. I mean, this is what I was saying. I mean, I think focusing a little bit more on the buildables and on the buffs, those two things could definitely make a difference on your shield as well when you're carrying the relic. You do not want to spin out of control, and you do not want to take in that extra damage, and your boy trying to juke them out, thinking that he was going to get the ball, manages to retreat a little bit away.
You'll see that ladder on the left side. This encourages people to not use that ramp. If they go for... Oh, already Nibs has been taken down, just completely over-aggressive. And luckily, coming still in the background for UCI. It's going to be a team wipe? What's going on?
Already? Within the first few seconds of the game.
Did they have auto run on? Like, what are they doing?
Lotran immediately retreating back, saying, nope, I do not want to deal with this right now. I'm definitely going to wait for my team, as this is a very low respawn timer now that the game has just commenced.
Big damage on the Prof, and he's going to get picked off. UCI trying to turn this one around, but 3 deaths so early. Godspeed trying to get away. Frostalicious chasing him down. Can he get to it? A beautiful defensive by Godspeed all the way in the back. Frosty looking for the retribution. He's going to find it, and the kill. Godspeed goes down.
Lock train now passing it towards Nibs. Nibs trying to juke away around. I like how Smurf Pop is now hanging around back behind the lines, but they managed to get the damage buff, yes. And now that damage buff is going to be active for 30%. But it's going to give you 30% more damage.
Pop again. Why did he not get that snipe? He should have been closer. He should have been ready to blow it up. He has to get better at that. It's Kyra. It's what she does.
Yeah, Smurf Pop was actually hanging around below the team line, I guess, trying to pick off the enemies. But that's why you have to have really good awareness of what's happening. Godspeed taking the relic out of the relay. They do not want that to get anywhere close to that, as they have the buildables around there.
Lotran already very low, stuck, and yeah, he's going to get picked off. The Wombo started. You'll see Vicious on the left side, almost in the same position. He's going to back off. I'm pretty sure a 4-to-2 kill ratio so far for NRG.
Now, I think Smurf Pop hurt you, because look at Smurf Pop on the left-hand side, trying to take care of that buildable right there, but seeing as 3 enemies were hurtling towards him, he decides to retreat. Very good decision as he goes back to the relay to get that health. The relic now on Team NRG's side. Your boy Prof takes the relic again, passing it towards Damien. Damien saying, I don't want this over here. I want this on your side. You're going to have to deal with this as my team tries to rush down. You may have all these buildables, but it's not going to be enough to scare us away. Loctran.
Damage buff has respawned as the health buff, it seems to have worn off. Smurf Pop finally getting one from range. That's what we want to see. NRG needs to take this advantage. Damien overcommitting on the left side with no movement, and I'm not sure why Vicious backed off there. Smurf may be in some trouble. Slowed. We're going to get it. I thought the 4 Glory was going to kill. Frosty still winds up getting it past 3. Where's the peel?
Oh my, Damien the man is getting overwhelmed right now. Is he the man? No, Lock Train is going to really show who the man is right here. Passing the relic back to Damien. Your boy gets the relic once again, passing it towards the enemy side. I like how they're grouping up together now. They do have the health buff. That is something to take into consideration, so they will be able to hold on to that.
Nice combo by Loctran, using his defensive to get away as well, able to shut down the ball shield. Godspeed trying to clear it over the wall. Nibs able to do so. Possible Wombo ultimate used, but not going to be enough. Damage on both sides. Godspeed getting very, very low. Has to escape. Uses his ultimate in return. Damien the Man getting very low as Vicious trying to work the ball towards the base.
Team UCI dealing so much damage, and they're able to sustain themselves possibly because of that buff that they have right there next to their team, as you can see on the top left corner.
Smurfpop putting himself dangerously out of position. Can Frosty find it? A nice shot. I didn't expect Vicious to get that peel, but he did it beautifully. 40 seconds on the clock. Kills matter a lot here.
Smurfpop is down. Vicious does have low health, but Godspeed helping himself sustain right there by the relic. They're trying to get that attack buff. Very smart.
No, again, they try to do it without Kyra, and it's not going to work. Damien, perfect auto cancel into the destruction, and a massive ult for 3 kills, 20 seconds on the clock, and 3 of them down.
Kyra, the only one left. There's 2 seconds left for Corey to come back, and they managed to make the relic. Basically, very similar to what happened the last game, actually, where, you know, there was only 1 teammate left on the map, and they were able to make the score, scaring the last teammate back a little bit too much.
I did not expect Sai to be the one to dive that one in. Nibs with a level 3 damage. Godspeed's gonna mirror him. Damien level 3 armor. Your boy Prof not going in that direction. Locktran level 3 armor, but we're looking at Frosty with level 3 damage. 4, 1, and 2 so far. And they're gonna continue trying to what's Nibs doing?
He still has a good amount of gold, so he's probably trying to use that to see what he could buff up next. But we are going in. Nibs likes to hang around the back regardless, so he likes to deal in that extra damage when necessary. Look at that area of effect. It's so large. Hitting your boy Prof. Managing to take the relic, though.
So when they get this damage, this is where UCI should be looking to take out some of those buildables. They pushed 2-3 peoples to the base, and they could have started clearing out, but instead they're going to go back, heal up, continue trying to work them down. They're going to wait out that red buff on the right side, so we're once again looking at Kyra to try to pick this off for the team so NRG can go for the win.
That red buff is hanging around on the right side. I mean, we've been seeing Team UCI, as you see right there, Frostalicious is hanging around there to constantly get it. They're focusing a little bit too much on the relic as they're trying to pursue down the middle. I like how Locktran puts down that circle right there, actually slows you down and increases the amount of damage you get.
Godspeed in some trouble, stuck out of position, but a combo on the other end. NRG winds up taking 1 for Nibs' 2. Both of them going for the buff right now. Can Smurfpop find the snipe? 1 hit gonna do it to Nibs. He should be able to get the buff as well. Yes, big time turnaround from Smurfpop.
Kyra doing what she does best, getting that buff. Also, kind of ignoring the buildables right there, too. I like that get off me option, seeing as there was no one around her.
Oh, Smurfpop, another one. What happened there? Why did Frosty go out so far out of position? They have a power play, but only for a few seconds.
But notice how the Kyra Smurfpop is actually on fire right now, doing a great job here at being more aware of the stage compared to the last few games that we were noticing.
Smurf's in trouble, has been silenced, but still able to get out of there. And Frostalicious had already used his dash, so no kill possibility. He's aiming. Look at this perfect use of this, the Siege Engine. Takes down 2, and the Jacob's Ladder on the left side goes. Right side, Locktran using the ball shield to get away. Nice snipe from Smurfpop's gonna need 2 to kill.
Like your boy Prof focusing the relic once again. And you can see Smurfpop hanging around the back, not so much focusing the relic so much, but actually trying to pass it to their teammates while also hanging around the back sides to take care of these buildables.
It's gonna be 3 into 4. Smurf, no, I don't think he's gonna have enough damage to kill Damien. A little bit too tanky, not enough armor pen. Locktran clearing, trying to go for damage. Does he have his ultimate? Frosty gonna have to run back to the base. So far it looks like they're going to be safe on the UCI side, but they gotta back off. They're gonna have to lose the health buff here.
Team NRG trying to get that health buff at the same time while your boy tries to make that relic right there, going towards the enemy side. They actually managed to get the health buff right there as well.
If I were NRG, I'd be focusing all my damage as much as possible onto Nibs. He's already died twice. 2 more kills, if they do it back-to-back, will guarantee that he is out for the rest of the game. But Vicious completely out of position on the right side, gets caught. Smurfpop using his defensive role. I don't know if he's going to be able to go back into this fight safely. Locktran going towards the left side. Possibility as another spike trap gets placed of him just bypassing it completely.
I like how Damien is right there to try to help out Lock whenever it is right. But notice how both of these teams now have their very own buffs. Team UCI having the damage buff and Team NRG having the health buff. Who's going to be helping out right now in this team battle. But look how Team UCI is down 1 ally. Who is going to be able to do this? They're still trying to run away. But Nibs is unable to get away on time. He is done. Yo boy completely annihilating Nibs. Lock trying to get the health back from the relay.
Merrick's not up for 5 seconds. I don't see them making this through. Why would he throw? Why not just run it in? Oh no.
Probably was afraid of the interception from the last few games, but Locke really showing that he was going to get it anyway.
Frosty has to fight here. A kill onto Vicious would be big. 22 seconds on the clock as both teams now looking for territory. Your boy Prof spinning it over. Locktran trying to spin it back to the other side. Big damage onto Frostalicious, but not in time to save Smurfpop. 13 seconds on the clock. Locktran moving forward. 10 seconds as time winds down. Godspeed full health trying to fight through. Needs a kill here, can pick it off. Prof and Frosty fighting through. Big kills on both sides, but 3 seconds. Kills don't matter. Godspeed not going to throw it from deep, and it's going to be UCI.
Godspeed was trying to throw it at your boy Prof, but unfortunately your boy Prof was focusing more on trying to snipe, but with those 2 seconds left on the clock, it is not going to be their territory win.
A major turnaround from what we saw in game number 2. NRG, cleanest 3-0 you've ever done seen, and yet here in game 5, it's UCI on the other side.
And after watching UCI play in the past, UCI always seems to get basically the understanding of what they need to change around in the meta, and that's what's fantastic. With so many warriors that you could play with, you could already tell that they're going in. With Damien the man holding onto the relic, but with no shield, he spins out of control and taking extra damage, and that is going to be his life already at the beginning of this potential round 3.
That was major props to Pop with a 3-man Kyra ultimate. Frostalicious in some trouble. Can he find the smite? Nerf looking for it. No, he's going to focus on the Jacob ladder. Smart play. Even so, NRG leading this round 1-0 so far. Oh, that could change though. Smurf Pop
to the very back right here by the relic, and I like how they always retreat back towards the relic all together. They're never trying to start off too much, except whenever the Kyra on the opposite team is trying to get the buffs, they always try to focus the Kyra at the same time, because you already noticed that Team UCI really wants those buffs, and they're not going to prevent Kyra to get them.
Frosty not only gets his siege engine destroyed on spawn, but immediately gets taken down, now 2-1 for NRG.
Lock is stuck right here between the structure, throws the relic, does not want to be put into that bad situation as they keep retreating back, using the momentum of the slide to go back to their team.
Lock aiming backwards, Nibs back in it, but low health. Your boy Prof trying to hold the front line as Vicious goes towards the right side. Smurf Pop sitting low as well, has got to be careful for Frosty, and they're going to take out that ladder once again.
Look at this juking from Vicious, being very patient as their team hangs around behind them, but Nibs with that great catch there in the air, something that we're seeing very commonly from Nibs. At the same time, you can see the Merrick on Team NRG is on fire as well, so if that Merrick goes down, that is extra gold for whoever takes down the Merrick.
The siege engine already takes down the tree, going for the spike trap, gonna get it. Right side looking at the Jacob's ladder. Frosty a little bit out of position, focuses on your boy Prof, not gonna be enough as we do see Sai, the one able to take that down. Silence, but no, they used their ultimates too soon. No one was ready to follow up.
Unfortunately, Vicious is down. Lock was able to win in that diddle, but Smurf retaliating back by taking out Damien.
Oh, this is actually really good for NRG on the left side. Everyone has to run away, so they're going to get a free buff, and that damage is going to allow Smurf Pop to keep doing what he's been doing well so far, and that sniped them from the back with maximum damage.
And we got that double buff now for Team NRG, so they're able to pursue while Team UCI is trying to hang around the back, trying to wait out. Now there's only one buff here, that's the attack buff. They are going to be dealing that extra damage right there, dropping the relic and instead pursuing in this fight.
I know we talked about it, but we're going to do it again. 3 ways to win in Breakaway. First one, relic score. Just going into the relay. We saw that in round number 1 by Sai. Number 2, territory. Moving it past the middle point to the enemy side of the map. And then finally, we haven't seen yet, is going to be team wipe. If you can kill everyone on the enemy team and they're down at the same time, it's an instantaneous victory for your team. Frosty trying to clear, going towards middle. Smurf Pop might be in some trouble. Actually, it's Frosty. He's getting turned on. Can Smurf Pop find the shot from long? No, just barely under him.
Frosty manages to escape with such minuscule health, getting back to the relay to heal up. But notice right now, Brandon, there's 55 seconds left on the clock. Is this going to be another territory win for UCI as they continuously group up together and pursue the enemy relay?
Well, that's up to Frosty. Can he find those important kills? Nice ultimate by Merrick all the way in the back to stop Frosty, but he's still going for it. Godspeed gets taken out. A possibility for a score, but no. Unfortunately, the 2 people that needed to peel in the back line weren't able to score, and they've sacrificed their mage for it.
Yeah, they did have a health buff at one point when they were trying to pursue Team UCI's relay, but unfortunately not able to take advantage of that. We're pursuing in a team battle. No buffs right here. Straight warriors and their items. Frostalicious manages to take the relic, passes it through the line. There is only 15 seconds on the clock. Is this going to be, oh wow, avoiding that ledge right there.
NRG is definitely going to get this one. There's no way that Locktran could survive this one, and really it would be all up to Damien to score this win in 5 seconds. Nibs trying to work his way through. 2 seconds, throws it a little bit too early, and that's going to be NRG on the board.
Very close territory loss right there. UCI saying, okay, you may have gotten the territory win this time.
Smurf Pop, level 4, heroic damage and armor pen, making Damien basically a sitting duck against those long-range snipes. It's going to be 100% up to Frostalicious to get to that backline and take him out. If Smurf Pop is not checked this round, it's going to NRG.
Notice how Damien has that Beowulf shield all the way up to the hero level, granting him 25 plus armor, but that armor is really not going to do much against that armor pen that is also leveled up to the hero. But now your boy Prof passes it to Nibs. Nibs once again concentrating on the relic. They're doing a good job at being aware of where the relic is at all times.
They're focusing a lot of damage into your boy Prof, and he's walking away pretty easily. Damien the Man, however, not as tanky, and Smurf Pop Godspeed go together to guarantee another kill onto the tank.
Now look where the relic is right now, in between two very strong buildables, one buildable dealing damage with a certain amount of time, and the other one slowing you down within that circle. But Frostalicious are completely unfazed. If you're going to be concentrating on fighting each other, I'm going to try to make this goal. He's oh my, he tries to go right through the ballistas, completely ignore them. He's still alive. The team was focusing way too much on the relic. They'd rather get the relic out of that hands before they kill Frostalicious.
All right, Nibs trying to get this one. He doesn't want to put it in that area. He wants to get back towards the middle, and that's where he's going to start fighting again. Both players' shields very low. Damien drops it again. Ultimate by Damien. Silenced by a Lock-Tran combo possibility, but instead Frosty goes to the back line and picks off Vicious.
I like this pass right here, that slide into grab from Lock-Tran. You can see now Team UCI are very, very desperate to get that relay score instead now.
Damien, very low health. Prof trying to move himself forward, but we needed to see Smurf Pop in there sooner. He got low and maybe a little bit nervous. Nibs in some trouble. Vicious credited with that one. And yeah, Frosty's got to get out of here. Nice dodge on the ultimate. Smurf just barely misses the shot.
Yeah, fantastic movement, taking advantage of the momentum, able to get out of that really bad situation. Damien hanging around, noticing he kind of has a quarter health as well, getting the help that he needs, but Nibs right there at the right time, full health. He's going to pursue the relic towards down the middle, towards Damien. Damien ready to pass the relic more forward into enemy territory, and I like how they're still grouping up together. Notice now this is a Team UCI versus NRG battle fight right here. There is no breaking away, but Nibs gets the relic. He's passing it to Lock-Tran, and Vicious silences them. They cannot use any of their abilities at this point. There is the damage buff and the health buff. Notice how Frostalicious is getting that health buff, and Team UCI has the health buff on the top left-hand corner.
Prof taking a lot, but he's very tanky, and there's not a lot of armor pen from UCI. Going into the base, Vicious will be able to heal. UCI has got to go back, heal up, spend some money, get the damage buff. They already have the health. There's no reason to be this aggressive, Frosty. You gotta get out of there.
Godspeed passing the relic, but the relic bouncing back, hitting him in the head, but it's okay because Vicious is able to get the relic and float their way towards enemy territory. Are they going to be met with Damien?
Finally.
It seems so, and very, actually pretty brave right there, throwing the relic and trying to face Damien, but notice how they were able to retreat back towards Smurf Pop, and Smurf Pop now hanging around the backside, trying to finish off Damien as he has the relic in hand now.
Prof in a bit of trouble, but so is Damien. Smurf Pop needs 2 more good hits. He's not going to find the first, and Damien will be able to get back and heal up. Less than a minute on the clock. Damage buff winding down. Should only have about 10 more seconds. Unlikely we're going to see it again.
Locke manages to get the relic, passing it through, with so little time left. They're going to try to get this.
Why is he going so far?
They're trying to be very aggressive here. This is the downside of what we were seeing from Team UCI earlier.
Lock-Tran's dead.
It could be that they're very desperate and trying to make this relic score, but understand there are 3 different ways to win in this game. They do not necessarily have to make the score. They could definitely get that territory win instead. There's 25 seconds on the clock.
Nice kick for Glory right back down to the bottom of the stairs. Damage buff is active. I don't know if either team is really going to go for it at this point. Nibs looking for damage. Damien the Man trying to get away as your boy Prof on topside fighting against Frostalicious. Damien's already down, but no, it's checking Lock-Tran.
Oh my goodness, so close. 10 seconds. Your boy is trying to pass it through. Nibs and Frostalicious right there to try to cover. Great interception from Nibs once again. This is something that we're seeing very strong from this player.
And they added I can't believe it. 2 versus 4 UCI.
With another territory win, UCI really showing that they do not need to make this goal to be able to win, but the MVP goal has to go to your boy Prof from Team NRG.
That was completely ridiculous. And for the first time, damage dealt has gone to NRG as they just massively controlled your boy Prof, 6,200, a little bit on the lower side, but Smurf Pop at 16,000, once again leading the way.
I'm completely at the edge of my seat right now. That was such a close game. Down to the 5 seconds left of the game, it always gets so close. Who is going to get this territory win? And notice at the very end, passing it perfectly to get that territory win from UCI.
So NRG, win condition has changed. It's no longer team comp. It's not really a play style. It's don't get on tilt. That's it. Because if you saw the player cams after that, I mean, it was a 4 versus 2. They killed one. It was a 1 versus 4, and somehow Frosty able to find the ball, throw it farther, scoring another territory win. NRG looked very, very tilted. And it's hard to not be. You know, you were leading 2-1, and now suddenly it's 3-2. Even if they win on the next map, which is going to be Atala Prime, so far, historically, UCI is undefeatable.
Yeah, that
on the dredge.
It could definitely tilt a player, but with the right mindset, you have to keep your head in the game. I mean, we noticed around the end when Team NRG had gotten the score from the last match, they weren't going for the territory wins or the team wipes as something that we were noticing from them being their strongest. Instead, they were trying to pursue the relay with the relic so desperately, even if they were literally, I'm going to say this again, Brandon, I'm sorry, literally breaking away from their team. He's out of here.
There's not even a reason for me to be here anymore.
Literally, but the problem is putting themselves in that very bad position and allowing them to be picked off one by one until the very end. They're saying there's 10 seconds on the clock. We are not going to let this happen. And Frostalicious was able to hang on to his life, being the Argus and holding on and able to maneuver himself around the relic.
I loved the Chiame. I loved it. I want him to play it again because I want to watch her, but his Argus is just, it's crazy. Like, straight up, it's nuts.
I mean, the Argus in general is a very good character in this game. I mean, with his movement speed, his damage, he's the perfect, you call him what, a bruiser?
Yeah.
Because he does move very similar to the Assassins, because he does have the movement speed to do so. But
he's got the dash, he's got a little bit of CC.
But he does have the damage necessary that the other Assassins may not have, but at the same time also has the ability to not also be as squishy as the Assassins as well.
Right, he can build armor a little more safely than someone like Jara Chiome can, because their base damage is a bit lower. Right, they need to build up that damage, they need that armor pen, because they're almost always looking for backline. If there's going to be any swap here, I want to see at least one level of armor from Kyra. That's what I want.
Did you see how crucial that armor pen item was?
Right, well, for Kyra,
yeah.
But we didn't see any armor pen from Frostalicious.
Yeah.
I don't know if they noticed that. And we're getting ready for Atala Prime for game number 6. So far, it's 3-2 in favor of UCI. And if they win this next game, they will go home each with NVIDIA GTX 1080.
It's literally so close they could taste it, but are they able to carry this momentum with them?
No, don't do that. Don't taste the video cards.
Oh, no, please don't actually take me literal.
No, you can't.
You can't say that, because
that's super dangerous.
You'll be surprised. People, may actually try.
That's super dangerous. You can ruin the card.
That, and, it's also not healthy for you. If you're hungry, if you're hungry, you could just.
I don't care about the health. You will ruin the card. They're expensive
Games
pieces
first.
of machinery.
Games first, most definitely. So again, this isn't just a pride match. You're winning something in the end of this.
Yes.
And if you are just tuning into Breakaway, welcome. And we.
Oh wait, hold up. Cosplay check. Ghillie suits. Awesome.
Oh, that's. We are here at Gamescom.
I love cosplay.
I do, and we've been seeing a lot of that around here too. And the hype that we've been getting from Breakaway as well. We're having
the game has started. I'm not talking about that anymore.
But the game is fantastic.
Atala Prime, game number 6, UCI on tournament point. NRG's going to need 2 in a row. First of 3 is going to win this game. Let's see what we got. Just waiting for all the players to load in. And there it is. Nibs finally joining the rest of the party.
And are we seeing basically a run back to this? Frostalicious staying Argus.
Okay, we're just going to reset the game real quick. One of the players wants to reset their key bindings, get a little bit of practice in, make sure that because it's a new setup. They didn't get a lot of practice time on these stage setups, so even though they're using their own stuff, it's got to be pristine. There's a lot of money on the line. It's got to be pristine.
Whenever it's never too bad to always get in that extra practice. Whenever maybe you're playing a different game, and especially if you're in tournament, you want to make sure you're warmed up as well. I mean, to be honest, with those last matches, he's probably feeling his heart race out of his chest, because I'm sitting here watching and my heart was coming out of my chest with just the excitement.
That last round was it was too much. The fact that Frosty was able to keep that in the territory. Loctran almost got that score too. Right before that, by himself, but it's a little bit too much, a little too many buildables on the map. Double ballista just tore that shield to shreds.
Well, you could see that having the right composition could be very crucial, as Argus is that type of character to take advantage of his speed, but also Nibs. I want to talk about Nibs real quick. Nibs being one of the players that honestly helped his team prevent getting Relic into their own relay and intercepting each time he saw that Relic there. He was one of the players actually that was always aware where the Relic was at all times, because we were mentioning earlier, when there's so much happening, when there's so many different ways to win, you may not really be paying attention to the little mini map on your right hand side, and the Relic may just be flying past you, and you're just like, they made a score.
Very early on, there was a streamer tournament, and my team was pretty stacked. I had a person who had already played the game before. My streamer teammate was a professional gamer. Like, we were in a really good set. And we were winning most of our rounds by team wipes and territory. But every round that we lost was to a relay because we're like, dude, where's the ball? Oh, no. And I feel like that's not really happening as much at UCI, but their ball control is kind of similar. They don't really have that passing game down the same way that NRG does. They don't have that scoring game down. Their buildables are much worse. Right? They are not taking care of enemy buildables. They're not building up their base. And when they do, they're not protecting those investments. But their team fight is wild.
And what I'm really excited to go into this game in particular is because now Team Energy is focusing the boost, actually, the buffs, a lot more now. I mean, we saw the last game, they were trying to stack up the health buff and the attack buff. They were taking advantage of the extra buff that the health buff gives them, allowing them to pursue the enemy team in one of those group battles, and taking advantage of the attack and what it grants you, 30% extra attack.
I'm sorry, was that last part?
30% extra
right, exactly.
attack.
That's crazy. Think about how much damage. If you would normally do 100 with a shot, it's going up to 130.
Especially with Kyra. Think about it with Kyra. She hangs around the back lines. You have that attack buff. Oh, you're trying to run with the Relic. Let me take out your shield in one hit.
Even better, it's Merrick walks in and ults everyone in place, Korra silences, and then just smack.
They have nowhere to go at
Double
that instance.
ultimate.
They can't use their defense option. They can't try to get away. Corrin can't just dissipate through everybody. No, because both of these teams now are running double Corrin. There's something that we noticed being one of the first switches within this game.
So guys, stick around. We're going to take a quick break, pay a few bills with our sponsors. We'll be back in a few minutes. Stick around.
Time for change. To how you fight, compete, and win. People, ready up. Oh, come on, guys. It's time to play quick and win even quicker. To get good and get your warrior good fast. It's time to win big together and play like the world is watching, because believe me, they will be. It's time for 4v4 mayhem, where two teams fight to slam that ball into the goal. And where it all comes home in just 4 minutes. Actually, you'll nail it in 3. So get ready to play, to win the match and win the crowd. And prepare for impact, because change is most definitely inbound. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your time. That was an outrageous move. Be the first to play now. Sign up for the free alpha at playbreakaway.com.
August 17th, play Heroes of the Storm and get a legendary loot chest to receive 4 in-game items with at least 1 guaranteed legendary. Twitch Prime is included with your Prime Video membership. You'll get skins, characters, boosts, and free games. Ad-free viewing. Crown yourself with a chat badge or royalty. Support your favorite streamer with a channel subscription included with your paid membership. Try Twitch Prime with a 7-day free trial and claim your loot today.
I'm magically minting money. Cha-ching! It's like getting free cash to use within my favorite mobile games. I spend less and play more. Taking my game to the next level with more swords, more... this thing. Milady? Now I dominate my friends with more confidence than ever.
Be coin-stoppable with Amazon Coins.
For change. To how you fight, compete, and win. People, ready up. Oh, come on, guys. It's time to play quick and win even quicker. To get good and get your warrior good fast. It's time to win big together and play like the world is watching, because believe me, they will be. It's time for 4v4 mayhem, where two teams fight to slam that ball into the goal. And where it all comes home in just 4 minutes. Actually, you'll nail it in 3. So get ready to play, to win the match and win the crowd. And prepare for impact, because change is most definitely inbound. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your time. That was an outrageous move. Be the first to play now. Sign up for the free alpha at playbreakaway.com.
Welcome back to what will likely be the culmination as the final 2 games are upon you. Possibly the final game if UCI can stretch out one more win. NRG's going to need 2 to claim it. We're towards the end of the match, though.
The one difference that we can see right here, DM, is UCI consistently with these territory or these team wipe kills. You could already see right here that they are trying to really go down the middle and get the goal, but really so much they are way more stronger in just getting that territory win and winning these team battles that we see them win constantly. But NRG now has readapted to this play style, and now they're opting to go for more buildables and for more buffs as well.
So we're in game number 6. We're going back for the second time to Atala Prime. If NRG can reprise their win on this, we'll force a game 7 to the Dread Shore. But for now, all eyes are on NRG as they try to keep their dream alive here at Gamescom, day number 2. It is Wednesday, my dudes.
It actually doesn't even feel like it. I mean, everyone's having so much fun. We've been seeing so many different
What does that mean, you can't have fun on a Wednesday? I
mean,
love Wednesdays.
I get, you know what? It's closer to the weekend, so it kind of does get you excited.
It's closer to, what are you even saying?
It's the middle day of the week, so it's like, oh, Friday's almost here. Almost. But we've been seeing so many cosplayers walking around, so many people having fun here at Gamescom, and we're just so many people in general that are here to watch our game, Breakaway.
Speaking of people, I know 8 people, actually 9 if you include the coach, that are very excited for this next game to start. Atala Prime, we're loading in right now. Damien the man himself, alone on Atala Prime.
And immediately opting to go for that tank. We already saw earlier that Damien really likes playing the tank role. He's very strong at pursuing the relic, but also being the distractor for his team as well.
I didn't like that rush from Smurf Pop. If UCI had been a little bit faster, that was pretty much a guaranteed death for him, so he's got to be more careful. Nice ultimate, but no wombo. Vicious a little bit late to the party.
And we were talking about earlier about this map, granting the ability to mix up your way of getting the relic and passing it to your teammates right here. As you see, Doctrine was trying to go through the right side. You see the health buff has just spawned on the right part of the map.
Frosty's taking a lot of damage, forced to go a very safe route back to the base. Loctran going to be the first person to go down. Godspeed basically alone here. One more shot, and yeah, they're going to find it.
And Nibs was right there at the perfect time, setting up his own buildable, realizing where the relic was hurtling towards, and he was able to cover any option from there. But
they're making a big mistake on energy. They repeatedly picked up the ball with no shield. 3 of them in a row took double damage. Godspeed unable to pick up the gold with a huge drop as well. And UCI will take the lead. A possible chance for them to score. They have a few people in between them. 100 on the score, and it's going to be the first one to Loctran!
And with that dash, putting everyone aside, getting the goal within that relay. And we were just talking about how they were opting to go very desperately for the relay, and for a very good reason right here. They're really showing why they were able to do it, as they almost got a team wipe around the end there.
Remember, if this is the first time you're seeing the patch, there is now a shield. You can see right below the timer, it'll spawn when the game starts, that builds up over time when you're not holding the relic. But if it's at 0 and you pick that ball up, the shield will not respawn. If you get hit on a 0-sum shield, you will take double damage and spin out. It happens to Vicious. It happened to Prof. It happened to Godspeed. And they wound up losing the round because they weren't paying attention.
And what a very brave ballista to put right there, right next to the
Frosty's
relic
dead.
as well. But that ballista has been
Damien's
taken
dead.
out of. Oh, but UCI is now falling behind here, as now Corrin
Loctran's
is
dead.
out of here. Sai is going to have to linger around his own relay for a little bit, as now Team NRG is pursuing the relay.
Godspeed stuck inside the slow. That's the worst place in the game to be as a Sai. You have no movement abilities. You're stuck inside there, you're never leaving.
Yeah, Corrin was right there to make sure that that was a guaranteed kill for their team.
3-1. Damien getting very aggressive, taking a lot of damage from the back. Luckily, he's tanky. Or I should say a lot of hits, maybe not a lot of damage.
But look how brave Loctran is right now. With the relic in hand, they were kind of distracting the team. Hey, I'm right here, look at me, as their team was actually pursuing down the middle to catch that relic once again.
They gotta kill that ladder.
Yeah, that buildable is right there as well, so that is something that the getaway characters should probably take care of.
Big damage coming out from both teams, really. Loctran trying to clear the ball. Godspeed gonna hit one super hard. Frosty taking a lot of damage, but your boy Prof stuck behind him. Frosty credited with the kill, 2-1 so far in this round in kills. Vicious, maybe out of position, huge chunks coming out from Frosty, and he's chasing for it. One more hit will do it, and for glory or not, he gets the kill.
Team UCI is going to rush down to the enemy relay. Notice how they have the health and attack buff at the ready. The health buff going still up right now, but at the same time, they were able to really withhold themselves by the enemy base, passing the relic back and forth. I really feel like they could have been able to continuously pursue back, but at the same time, Team NRG was able to respond greatly and very fast.
Oh no, Godspeed used his ultimate to try to control, and it didn't work. Jacob's ladder set up, your boy Prof looking for it, but it's blocked once again by Loctran. The defense is insane, and he is on his breakaway. One going down from the back, Nibs getting with a kill, Nibs with the double. They're looking for Prof. 4 members surround, and they have 3 more seconds before Kyra's even up. Prof trying for the armor, the explosion's not gonna do it, and they get another kill down with a profit. Can't believe it. They're
13
gonna get
seconds,
it.
30 seconds to respawn. With 1 minute and 40 seconds left, that is immense. There's 3 people now for NRG, thank goodness, because there was only 2 at one point. Very close, but very good pursuit for Team UCI with getting all those kills.
All of them should just back up, heal up, get back to full health. They're winning by a massive margin in kills and in gold this round. At this point, look, Frosty, Nibs on fire. They're worth a lot of gold, but that also means they have a lot of damage.
But Team NRG, on top of that buff, getting that damage buff especially to make sure that they will be dealing the most amount of damage between these team fights.
It's going to last about 45 seconds. They have double buff. They need to take the fight. This is their opportunity to go for the team wipe. Your boy Prof focusing on the ball. They're trying to run it, but he's outrunning the rest of his team. Frosty in the back line getting destroyed by Smurf Pop. Everyone's pretty much low and has to go back to the base as fast as possible on UCI.
UCI is not giving up right here, as you can see that they're still pursuing the relic and grouping them together regardless of their low health. You can see that Merrick is now having to go back to the relay to regain that health, dropping the relic in 2 to so. Nibs getting the relic right back, hanging around Frostalicious, but notice how they're not trying to overcommit. Nibs having a low amount of damage right now.
30 seconds or 35 seconds remaining. Remember, 3 ways to win in Breakaway. The first one, the relic score. We've already seen it. Number 2, territory. If you push it to the enemy side of the map, you will win at 0 seconds. 26 seconds on the clock. NRG has a pretty big advantage here if they can push it forward. Locktran out of position. Your boy Prof, though, not getting the damage that he needed. He's getting very low in health. Actually, a lot of people on NRG getting very low. Smurf Pop, a little bit too low for comfort. Trying in, Locktran going for the kill. Not going to find it. He's the first to go down, but a trade in a 1-for-1, 2-for-1 for UCI, 3-for-1 for UCI.
One left, and Sai is out of here.
Wipe.
What a team wipe, and another way for you to win in Breakaway. And I love to see all the different ways, the 3 different ways that you could win being performed right now on this stage. What are we going to do here? Are we going to get another different way to win right here? Are we going to get that territory win? We've already seen the goal. We've already seen the team wipe. What about that territory? We've been seeing that UCI is very on top of that. Is that going to happen? But as you can see right here on the right side, Smurf Pop dealing so much damage with that attack buff, that Sword of Mars really helping out Kyra from the back lines.
It's going to be trouble because left side, you see Damien the Man with max armor. You also see maximum damage on Frosty, but that doesn't do anything if you're dead.
Not throwing it back down the middle. Team NRG grouping up together, but notice how Team UCI is not backing down here. Damien's always on top of the relic, trying to distract his team from trying to pursue his other teammates as he's just running down.
Oh, big time damage from Nibs. Wild Arc into the ultimate. And yeah, we're going to see another one right after. 3 people already down. He's out of position. I can't believe that they just immediately kill Vicious, but they're going for it. They have the chance to end. Frosty from deep, and he's going to find it.
Team UCI with another score showing that they could definitely win without that territory.
Woo! Look at this. Love it. 16-8 read the kills, and Frosty ends it from the 3-point line. Team UCI has defeated Team NRG here at Gamescom.
Here, Locktran showing 248 relic throw distance. The amount of relic throws being thrown right there. You don't even have to throw it at the relay sometimes. You just want to get it in the right place on the right map by your teammates.
To me, MVP at the end of that game, gotta go to Nibs. 806, 4,800 damage, second highest on the board, only behind Smurf Prop. And the big point there was he got an ultimate. It hit 3 people. He picked off the first, found him on the right side for the second. Frosty was able to pick up the third, and then Vicious by himself, unable to hold the base, even with the respawns. You see the teams exchanging, sportsmanship, a little bit of pleasantries, but it's UCI on top. Congratulations, boys. Give us a wave. All right.
Completely ignoring him. Let's go, UCI. Congratulations. Please wave at the camera, guys. Look at that, that spotlight. There you go.
All right, so we have the winners are going to be presented with their prizes. We have a few other surprises for you guys. Stick around. We're going to be throwing it to Mo on the stage.
So, Leute. Nochmal einen großen Applaus hier für die. Lass was hören. Gamescom is closing, so a lot of people left already, so we are really on a tight schedule. Gamescom macht gleich zu, Leute. Wir haben aber etwas hier. Etwas für die Pros und etwas für euch. So, erstmal unsere Winner hier, unsere Top Teams. Guys. Okay. So, jeder von unseren Spielern hier, die gerade gewonnen haben, unsere Champions, kriegt jeder eine Grafikkarte, okay? Und ich will jedes Mal was hören, Leute. Ein bisschen Applaus für unsere Champions, lasst was hören! Congratulations. Okay, the stuff comes out. Ihr könnt das besser. So we have 4 now. The 5th one, okay, take the 5th one. Okay, coach doesn't get one. Where's the coach? Okay, I'm sorry, coach. So, Leute, die gehen noch raus an euch jetzt. Noch was hören hier für unsere Champions. So we have to be very fast. Guys, thanks a lot. Thanks. Get some deserved Coke. So, wir müssen uns beeilen. Fehlt nicht eine Grafikkarte? one graphic card. Alex, one card. One card. I have one card, wait.
Oh, hey, hi. That wasn't fair. I wasn't ready.
And with that being said, Brandon, thank you guys so much for watching Breakaway. I'm Vicky Kitty, joined with me, DM Brandon, and this is a showcasing game between Team NRG and Team UCI.
After 6 long games, UCI finds success winning not only their matches on the Dread Shore, but the return matches on Atala Prime and the Shrine of Oros, which I personally didn't expect.
It was such a close game. Honestly, it could have gone either way. I mean, NRG and UCI were adapting to each other, but in the very end, UCI takes the crown, or as I could say, these fantastic prizes thanks to Amazon Studios.
But that's going to do it for us today. For Vicky, me, Mo, everybody in the back at Amazon, and that have helped out this weekend. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Have a good night.